And that's the announcement, everybody. Thank you for joining us on the show. We'll see you next week. Welcome back to Collider Live. What's going on with this phone? Is that it? There we go. It's Collider Live. It is Wednesday, and the same crew from yesterday is going to try to survive and not kill one another today on a very special day.
Go ahead and try.
Cody Hall is in the house. Cody, you got Robin with you today, your partner in crime, or is it just you in the booth?
Alex is not here today.
You know what, Cody?
Yeah?
Fuck him.
All right, that's not nice.
You know? No, I love Alex. But Alex is going to miss out because we're making a big announcement today, kids.
Big announcement?
Yes, are they going to be doing it soon?
Don't worry, Lewis. It'll happen, but it's just not going to happen right away. But we are going to be doing it today at some point or another.
Oh, Lewis, you silly, silly man.
What
I had this vision of like this small little man just going like, what?
Yeah, he's getting so excited. He's like,
why are you going to be talking about the announcement?
And he writes and he deletes.
He doesn't
and he
know.
writes and then deletes, and then that'll get him.
so Lewis is all right.
Made an announcement yet?
But it wasn't because of Lewis that we decided to make the announcement today, because we announced that we were going to make an announcement on Monday.
I love that.
Yes. It's like
announcement of the announcement?
It's a trailer of a trailer.
Yeah.
And we put it on the podcast channel, and as well as the main channel yesterday, and went through the comments, and people were excited to find out what it was. But a lot of people were like, why not just do it soon? We want to know what it is. What's happening? The show going to go down to 20 minutes?
Yeah.
The answer to that is no. But
what would we do? What would
the show would be over like in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Stop cutting me off, and that's our show.
So don't worry about that. That's not the announcement. That's all I'm giving you, though. That's all I'm giving you right now. You silly sons of bitches. You're gonna get something a little later. But you will be getting an announcement today at the 11 o'clock. At the 11 o'clock, you will be getting an announcement. We're going to tell you the whole thing, what's going on. We got a lot of shit. What's wrong, Roxy?
I just feel like you guys have very different ideas of Lewis.
Okay.
Well, you've met him.
How do you see him? I'm sure you've met him many times.
Not from me, from each other.
Oh.
Because, like, your Lewis is kind of meek and concerned.
Yes.
And Riley's Lewis is banging at the keyboard.
Yeah.
And
I
I
have a
don't feel
different
like we're on
Lewis.
the same page about Lewis at all.
Here's
Lewis?
the thing.
Your Lewis was somewhere in between. Like, he's a little meek, but also edgy.
There's a way to fix this.
Okay.
They're all three different people.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're Lewis then, because you
Lewis.
originated Lewis.
Donald.
Donald.
So we'll just have Lewis and Donald.
Henry.
Steven.
Lewis,
Donald, and Steven.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's almost like the three ducks. Yeah. Donald
That's
slams.
Donald.
Donald
Not
slams on the
Lewis.
thing. Yeah. Steven just kind of goes in between. He can go either way.
Yeah.
He can be mild.
Oh, so he's a kind of wild card.
Steven
know
still
where he's
uses
gonna
like
go.
a Nordic track that's been in his basement
Right.
for a while. He only eats bologna sandwiches for lunch with Dorina.
Are
Right.
you just
And
describing
Donald-
Ross Geller?
Yeah.
Donald and Steven can't get Lewis out of the house. He doesn't want to go anywhere.
I just gotta figure out what's going on with
What
this.
happened to Lewis?
Nothing. He's just
You have to go out.
It's
time.
Just gotta figure out when
They
they're
got to see Avengers Endgame for the 5th time.
When they,
Lewis, it's me, Steven.
I just want to see when they're gonna figure out. They're gonna let me talk about.
no, I think they said an announcement of an announcement, so I'm just going to wait around.
What?
They're not. They're just wasting time now.
But when are they gonna talk about the announcement?
Well, I think they're going to announce it soon. I'm going to sit here and wait for it.
Collider's going downhill.
All three of them.
Well, the show's not going to be 20 minutes. Like
No, but then you get I don't even know what his name is. The originator.
You know, ever since Mark Fernandez bought Collider, down the shits it's gone. Down the shits. The shits.
How you doing, Roxy?
See, I thought that was decently funny.
I'm glad.
Yesterday
You know
you
what?
were
Thank
You
you.
know what? Thank God, because now I can get back into stand-up.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. Did you
I
get
can-
all 50? I wrote the questions for you. Did you get both emails I sent you? Or just the one?
I got the one.
What are
I
you
think
talking
I have
about?
a question for everybody. You more so.
Okay.
Because these two animals have never done stand-up.
Yeah.
I don't know the rule, and I have no interest in executing whatever the ruling is here.
Okay.
I just am curious about the rules. Let's say you when you did stand up frequently.
Yeah.
You did a bit that went over pretty well, and you did it often.
Yeah.
Right. Then you stopped doing stand-up.
Okay.
Right. One of your friends has never seen your show before.
Okay.
Never seen you. He was doing stand up after you didn't even know him, and doing a bit, watching a set, and he's got the same bit, but he's never. It's you can tell that it was just a same train of thought.
Sure.
Not stolen. No way. But you decide to come back to do stand up. Still allowed to do that bit? See what I mean?
Do you have record of you doing that
Oh,
bit?
yeah.
So then yes.
You see, but I don't know. See, for you as a civilian, you're allowed to feel
As
that
a
way.
layperson.
Yeah.
But as a
I'm
comedian,
saying, but you're
can you get Jay
asking.
Washington on the phone? Can you get him on Cody or somebody? Can you get him on
Who's
the
the
phone?
person? What's the bit?
I'll if I can get Jay
I'm going to
Washington on the
text
phone,
him.
because I want to see what he thinks.
See, that's a really tough thing because
I would never even do it. I would just get rid of the bit, but I'm just curious about it.
I think because it came from a place of like, I think I'm writing an original comedy bit of a guy that doesn't do stand up anymore.
Can we both do it?
I don't
That's what I'm
think
saying.
so.
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think
The
so.
exact same bit?
I've seen.
similar.
I don't think you know.
Oh,
I don't. You
okay.
don't know it. You don't know it. Because when I
But
was
you're saying it's similar.
there's a line that is it's identical.
Just say
I've
it.
said that. No,
Say
I
it.
don't want to say it yet.
Just
I
say
want to
it.
get the comedian on.
Just say it.
No.
Oh,
Don't. How dare you?
okay.
What do you think this is?
I
An
don't know.
interrogation?
I guess so.
Okay. You're very Drew Barrymore today again.
Oh my god.
You're really doing it.
I'm loving
You're
it. I'm
going for
watching.
it.
I'm binging the final season of Santa Clarita Diet right now because I'm obsessed with that
Right, but
show.
you're gonna be sad at the end. Why
I'm
bother?
already sad because I've loved it forever.
I'll tell you what I'm sad about.
By forever, I mean 2 years.
I got 15 minutes left of The Sinner.
Oh,
15
man.
minutes.
That sucks.
That's it.
Season 2. It's
Good, I
it's,
heard.
it's great.
Okay,
I,
great.
I actually really enjoy it.
But
It's very different than season 1, but I think, in my opinion, has a better ending than season 1.
Wait, but why are you upset then? You have a whole other season. You just said you have 15 minutes left.
because
don't
I-
get Jessica
you don't
Biel.
get Jessica Biel anymore, and not because I think she's so
Oh,
like
it's an
super.
anthology?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Not that I think she's so. I mean, she is attractive, but that's not why. She's actually really good in the show. But I think that there's only so much you can do with this particular
Totally.
story. The
Who do you
story is
get?
over.
You the only person that you keep is Bill
Bill
Pullman.
Pullman. It's his.
No,
well,
I'm not
it's
saying
his
who do you
story.
keep, who do you get?
Carrie Coon.
Ooh, Carrie Coon's my favorite of all time.
You need
She's
to watch. You
awesome.
need to watch season 1. I'm not kidding. We got it.
Yeah, he should be calling in any.
All right, let's
second
let's
now.
get Jay because I'm
What's the
very
bit?
curious. Will you stop?
I can't.
It's gonna come inside of the
Go with
conversation.
it. Go with it.
Yeah.
Go with it.
I don't know how to
Go
stop.
with it.
When are you going to make announcements?
Now they're doing it again.
There's going to be a
Shut
lot.
up, Lewis.
Thank you. By the way, we got to give a shout out to the best phone call in the history of the show yesterday. And
It's so.
And one of the greatest things inside of that
It was so good.
call was a golden nugget, and that golden nugget, Cody Hall was.
Oh, the fucking dog got the bacon.
The dog got the
Oh,
bacon.
the fucking dog got. Oh, the fucking dog got. Oh, the fucking dog got the bacon.
The dog got the bacon.
Thank God.
I wish we could name this show "The Dog Got the Bacon."
It also kind of
fucking
saved
dog.
my ass, which
Why?
I don't think we acknowledged.
Why is that?
Because I feel like he was going down a dark path. I don't know what he was trying to
Asking
ask
you
me.
about your mental state between
Yeah.
Doctor Strange and life.
Yeah, and I just wanted to focus on the dog.
Oh, the fucking dog got.
The dog got the bacon.
Yeah.
That's
what
a
do you
good
think
name.
that metaphor means?
The dog got
in
the
life?
bacon.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking dog got.
It's
the
you were concentrated on one particular thing. You had the bacon. You had it, but you turned your head for 1 second, and guess what happened?
The dog.
fucking dog got the
Oh, the
bacon.
fucking dog got the bacon.
You had it, dude. You
had
had
it.
the bit.
Done.
It was yours.
Right.
You stepped away from stand up.
The fucking dog got the bacon.
Oh,
Dog got the
fucking
bacon.
dog got the
That's
bacon.
it.
So, but you're not even mad about it.
That's it. No.
It just
Yeah.
is what it is. Matter of fact, the dog got
Titanic
the fucking
was
bacon.
Titanic was the #2 movie of all time. It was passed, and guess what happened?
Oh, the fucking dog got the bacon.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
The fucking dog got the
Yeah.
bacon.
You think
Oh,
that's,
the fucking dog got the bacon.
you think that's gonna stick more than somebody swallow me?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking dog.
Because you
got
can
the
say it
bacon.
for anything. It's just like, oh, well,
Yeah.
Tiger Woods, let's say he didn't win the Masters.
Yeah.
Then you know what would have happened? He had it.
He
But-
had it.
Oh, the fucking dog got the bacon.
Yeah.
God damn.
That's it.
I mean, listen. The Yankees in 2001, the series was theirs.
But Oakland, there was the Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks
had
came in.
it. The last thing that happened, they had it. It
had
was
it.
done, and then
Oh, the fucking dog got the bacon. God
that's it.
damn.
Boom.
I
There
love
you
it.
go.
The fucking
There you
dog
go.
got the bacon. You don't like it? Okay,
Oh.
good. All
I
right,
love
listen. So joining us on the call right now, he is a very, very talented comedian, and hence why I want to have him on here today. I want to ask him. I want to ask him to see what he thinks of this.
What's the bit?
First thing I think we should ask him is, Jay, we're talking about black people, so we need your opinion.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
Jay
oh my god! The
Washington.
YouTube comment thread
I
just
know.
lost his
I know.
mind right
Oh,
now.
they
Jay,
just
what's
blew
up,
up.
brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm in the gym, but I'm good.
Okay, listen, I got a question for you, and I want you to tell me because Josh has kind of been out of the stand-up game for a little bit. You're in it. You're fighting the war, so I want to know what you think about this.
I mean, I just did stand in Chicago.
What? Yeah, but you host.
Yeah, sure.
That's not taking away anything. But you're not in
does
the
sound
trenches.
like you're taking
You're
away
not in the
something.
Jay's in the trenches every day. Makuga's
Yeah, I don't mean,
hosting.
yeah, sure.
Makuga's
I'll
hosting.
give it- I'll give it to him. That's what you meant. That's what you meant.
You know
I
what I'm
get it.
saying?
Yes, I get it.
Oh, here we go.
He's in the trenches. All right. So anyway, here's a question I have for you. So I was doing when I was doing, and I'm going to start with this by I have no intention of talking to this comedian at all about this because if I ever did stand up, I wouldn't even do the bit. But I just wanted to know where it lies. If I was doing a bit for a while, almost every day when I was performing regularly 7 days a week, and then I stopped doing stand up, and then a comedian that I didn't know at that time and weren't friends, didn't even know me at the time, and come back and that person, and there's in absolute no way, this was an original bit that this person came up with, it just happened to be the same bit. If I started doing stand-up again, am I allowed to do that bit?
It's going to be real tricky because you're going to have some people who say you stole it from them.
But I have
some
video.
Some people going to tell the other comedian they stole it from you.
Right.
So it's like, if you're talented, and you're funny, you can just write another bit, or you can take that same premise and go in a completely different direction with it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you the bit. I'll tell you just the line of it.
What's the bit?
Oh, the fucking dog at the bacon.
No, Sal, it's not the dog at the bacon. When I was dating my ex-girlfriend, Jay will know this. When I was
The one who cheated on you?
you love bringing that up, don't you?
do.
You love bringing it up. But, I'm not doing a one-on-one with you. Yeah, thank you. So amazing.
Now you're married to a beautiful woman
Yeah, I
with
know.
kids, so
It's
it's
true.
funny.
So it still doesn't, that there isn't a part of me that doesn't think every night about that girl that cheated on me. And
Right.
I'm going to push her off. Anyway.
Right. Anyway,
I just want to
Yeah.
make sure I knew what you were talking about.
Pretty much.
okay, we have Jay Washington on the phone. Jay, so my ex-girlfriend, I had this dog. I had a pug, really
Oh,
stinky.
the fucking dog.
It wasn't that dog, but it was a stinky fucking dog. And we were sleeping. And I always say this, and she was like a Vietnam War vet. She just woke. She would excuse me. That's my wife now. My girlfriend at the time.
Oh, this is a rough bit.
I know. So I don't. My girlfriend at the time. It's true. I haven't done it in a while. My girlfriend at the time could sleep through anything. She could sleep through anything. And this little dog was sleeping in the bed and ripped a bomb like a fart, and it woke her up from a dead sleep. And I said, "Do you know how bad something has to smell in order to wake you up from a dead sleep?" She thought there were nuclear weapons going off. She thought it was a fucking gas bomb. And I did this whole, and it would go into it for a bit, and just going into her interrogating the dog. And it was like a 5-minute bit about the dog.
Okay.
Jay, you see where I'm going with it?
Yes.
I was at Chicago, and Jay goes, "Do you know how bad something has to smell to wake you up from a dead sleep?" And I was like, "Holy shit!" And I was like, "It's just a similar fucking bit." And I haven't, to be honest with you, if I went back into stand-up next week, I wouldn't do that bit because I'm not with that girl anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to know the rules.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know the bit.
Yeah, but Jay's is different.
Well, that line is the same, but that's how much he talks about something. He's talking about his diet and things that go into it, and that's kind of it's different, and that's what he said in the beginning.
Has nothing to do with the dog.
No, but it's the line. But you see where I'm going though, there, Jay. It's that one line.
I see exactly what. Yeah.
So, but that's
exactly what it is. It's just just changing it around, having a different opinion and a perspective on it, and just putting a different twist to it.
It's fun. It's so funny because
Plus
that's why
Jay's a black guy.
That was very sneaky.
I just started thinking about the rules.
You just set Jay up, though.
I didn't set him up.
Because if we called him and he had said, "No, you can definitely do that," and then you're like, "Mother effer, I'm going to do that to you."
I know. No, I wouldn't. I actually would, but I don't have to do that bit. I don't have to do. That's the thing. That's what he said. I loved what he said.
I see what you did there.
I loved what he said in the
Nice
beginning.
rocks.
I loved what he said in the beginning.
You fed him a little bit.
I know.
You fed him a little bit.
But here's the thing. Guess what? He had the bit, and I didn't do the bit. And you know what happened, Cody?
Oh, the fucking dog at the bacon.
The fucking dog got the
fucking
bacon.
dog got the bacon.
But no, Jay, I think Jay said it. Jay said it right. This is the fact that like you have to. If I think that if I came back and did it now, because the bits are so different, they're so different that I just probably have to change that line.
And I think that's a very universal line. Do you know how bad something has to be to wake you up?
Because the other thing that I used to do, I did a joke for a while. It was people say sleep like a baby, right? And I go, why do people say that? I can tell you right now, babies sleep fucking terribly.
Yeah.
And I said, what are you gonna do? I said, what are you gonna do? Scream and yell and shit your pants all night? And I said, I did that joke all the time. It always got a big laugh. And Whitney Cummings was up. And she did sleep like a baby. She didn't steal my bit, but I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, I do that. That's when I was active and I was doing it all the time.
Yeah.
That like the thing is, if
Wait,
Jay,
so you said I want to let you know what she say.
she didn't do it again.
She stopped doing it.
Well, because she wasn't doing it. She wasn't doing it because of she thought of it the night before and everything. Tried it on stage.
But then why'd she stop doing it?
Because that was my joke. Now the difference is
But
here.
it's also her joke.
But she came up with the difference is that's why I started this whole
Active
conversation.
at the
I was
store.
active.
Yeah.
Like so, if Jay and I were both doing stand up a lot, and I was doing it every day, he was doing it every day, and we both had that line, we would have a conversation with one another of who was going to do the line.
Yep.
That's the difference because the thing is he came up with that bit all by himself. He didn't know I fucking did stand
Did
up.
Whitney Cummings not come up with it all by herself?
No, she probably did. But the thing is, but the problem is though, we know Jay didn't ever watch my set to do it because I don't know, and I don't. The answer is she didn't. But the night before she could have been at the Comedy Store when I did it. Subconsciously it hit her, and then she wrote it. That's the problem that you put yourself in that position.
That can happen a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And that's the Carlos Mencia excuse. Oh, no, I was.
yeah he would do full bits.
Yeah, he would
do full bits.
Yeah.
Like, but
Mencia wouldn't consciously just retain it. He'd write it down and record it.
Right.
Yeah.
He'd be like, he said what? And let me just say these exact same things.
right. No.
Yeah.
Whitney was awesome.
And just
when
make it a Mexican joke instead of whatever.
Right. No, Whitney was awesome when I told. She's like, oh, okay, I won't do it. She's like, I didn't know. I thought of it last night. I was like, it's cool. And there's another guy that did my exact act. Basically,
No shit.
I saw him at the Improv, and you can see me on video. I was waiting for him, and I go, "You see me on video?" And I just do the finger, come here. And I go, "You just did like 6 of my jokes, dude."
Yeah.
No, I was like,
Is he still working today?
No, he was a brand new guy, and I know that he had seen me at a couple places, and then tried to do it. Didn't realize I was there.
I remember
And that's
being
very different than the Whitney situation you're saying.
Oh, that happens a
Oh.
lot. That happens a lot in the comedy scene. There's
Yeah.
a lot.
This-
Especially now. There's a lot of these new cats who go see comics and then they think they'll never see that comic they
Right.
stole a bit from and then go up at an open mic or something like it's theirs. And
Yep.
you're like, you don't get your dumb ass out of there.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens. But it was funny because that was one rule. I know the rules, obviously. You know the unwritten rules of comedians, but that one's just kind of gray. It's like what happens if you're not doing stand up for like 10 years? You do a bit that I guess the difference is I know 100% that Jay has never seen me do stand up, and that's his bit. The other thing is and the other thing I guess too, if I didn't know Jay and I saw him, I was like, how do I know that he didn't see that? We didn't watch an old tape or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So and it's
Exactly.
like because can Jay then say to me, motherfucker, you haven't done stand up in 10 years?
What if you have a follow-up bit for somebody? Like, so say Jay did hear you do that bit, and then he's thinking, oh, wow, that's funny.
Hold on, first of all, wait, before you finish, can we preface all this by saying Jay ain't stealing shit?
No.
I did that. I said
No.
it. I said it.
No, I
20
know you
times.
said it. I just want to make sure it's reiterated by me.
Okay, so let me
goddammit.
give different answers,
Yeah.
different names
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
So say that Bob sees Joe.
Lewis.
Okay, so
Lewis is
Lewis
Steven.
Lewis sees Kristian.
Okay.
And Lewis goes and sees Kristian thing, and Kristian sparks something in him, and he wants to do like a follow-up bit. On stage, could he be like, I saw Kristian, and he was talking about this thing, and then you
The
say
only time
whatever.
that works.
If
The
you're
only
the
time
host.
that works is if you're on the same show.
Yeah.
If you're on the same, no, but you know what?
And
though?
you're the host, and it's a quick bit in between.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's a quick thing in between, yeah.
but you can also say something along the lines of you're like, look, I've been in the. It depends on how you word it. It's like I've been in the clubs. I've seen a lot of people talking about like whatever the Starbucks cup on Game of Thrones. Everybody has their take, and I know so and so said this, but I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
You could do it that way. I don't think you need to, but you could do it that
Right.
particular way.
And
It's-
that's so like one of those things of a topical thing as a host that you're just like, everybody's talking about the Starbucks cup,
Right.
Because in a week the
But
bit's
I'm
going
not
to be
talking about
useless.
the topical
Yeah.
thing, but like, okay, this is super dated, but it's the last thing I remember listening to. You guys remember Super Bleeder? Your twin, Dane Cook's Super Bleeder?
I don't think he's my twin, but sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever watched
All
any
right,
Dane
it was
Cook
a
stand-up.
huge. It was a bit that he did called Super Bleeder. It was effing hysterical or whatever, and then a lot of people started doing similar things because it was really hot at the time, and I remember thinking like, why don't you guys just say like similar to Dane Cook's Super Bleeder, like as if you're a book and you're
'Cause you don't.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You can't
because
do that.
you're
Sourcing the
you're
comedian.
sourcing it.
Yeah.
And you're also promoting it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Which you
anyway,
can't
yeah.
do.
And then you're setting yourself up for failure because you're like,
Yeah.
so it's sort of like Dane Cook's, but just like not as funny.
Yeah.
So here you go.
But the whole thing, Jay,
It's exactly
is
what you're saying.
I'm never getting back on stage.
Good talk, Russ. Good talk.
It was a great talk. But I was driving in today, and I was like, I wonder, like, what the freaking rules are for that. I have no idea. Like, it's more about me. Like, if I wanted it, because the thing is, I think the joke's fine, right? But and Jay's is really great the way he makes it work. But I was always curious about what if, like, some of the ones that I loved to do, like my ones that I really loved, that someone else was doing, and I'm like, shit. Because I know there's certain people, like I did the samurai sword thing. I'm not getting rid of that. I would come back and do that just a different way now. Anyway.
But you're not coming back.
I said if I did.
But you then said you wouldn't.
And who knows?
Oh, the fucking dog got the bacon. God
Yeah,
The dog did get the bacon.
Pretty much.
Jay, what's going on? Anything new with you that we should know about, that the kids should know about?
He's at the gym. He's shredding for whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm actually in the gym getting ready for Comic-Con, literally. I ain't dressing up as shit. I'm just getting ready for Comic-Con.
Nice.
What does that mean?
She's getting ready for
when is
Comic-Con.
No. What does that
July.
mean?
It- what-
Why
what-
do you have to
what
go to
is
the gym
Comic-Con?
for Comic-Con?
Wants to look good.
Oh, I just want to walk around. I just want to walk around Comic-Con sexy as shit. Okay, let me have this, Roxy.
I know.
Let me have this.
Oh, you are allowed to. I didn't know if you were like cosplaying something specific.
Yeah. Comic-Con is the nerds Mardi Gras, man.
Yeah.
Let 'em
This,
Yes, it is.
this is like in college when my college girlfriend said, I got to get in shape for spring break. I was like, for who?
Right.
You're already dating me. Why are you? It's
Don't
Jay's
you
getting
want
ready.
a girlfriend that wants to be in shape
No,
for you?
I do. I'm just saying.
Is this the girl that cheated on you?
No, it's the joke of like, so you didn't want to get in shape all year, but now that you're going on spring break with your friends, you want to look hot for some dude in Acapulco.
Oh, you're not going?
No.
Oh.
Jay,
Tell me about the time your first pet died.
Yeah.
Is that me?
Yes.
Oh.
No, other than that, as
His
normal,
name was
like,
Muggsy.
for everybody who knows. Sorry, Roxy. Go ahead.
No, she's talking about her dead pet. Go ahead.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Yeah, but just for everybody who knows the Mad Titan podcast, I just dropped episode 27, talking about a lot of stuff that's happened in the news and some new stuff that I didn't get a chance to talk about, which has been super dope.
Okay, well,
Like the fact that the King of the North is in the MCU, which is so great.
I know. Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about that in a little bit too. But the great
plug.
Jay Washington, thank you so much, Jay, and we'll talk. We'll see you soon, my man.
Absolutely, bro.
All right, later.
Thanks, Jay.
See you, Jay.
Yeah.
Jay's coming on every Thursday on Movie Talk, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. He's
He
going
is.
to be a regular staple of Movie Talk. So,
Do you think they'll have me on ever?
Movie Talk?
Yeah.
Have you
Yes.
made it known that you want to be on Movie Talk?
I said it many times.
Then no.
Perry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Josh, open the door and just yell to Perry.
Yeah.
Hey, Perry, Roxy wants to be on Movie Talk. She's
Thank-
just talking about it nonstop.
Thank
Perry
you.
got the thumbs up. There
Bye.
you go.
You got thumbs up.
Shouldn't say
That's how
yes,
we do
though.
meetings
She got
around
you
here.
a thumbs up.
Yeah, she doesn't like to be
But
bothered.
because I heard the announcement.
I know. It's go ahead. So
I get it.
What's
I
this?
stuttered.
Doing it again.
He was
she
making
just
fun
got
of
like
me
super
stuttering.
excited, like a kid at a candy store.
Okay. So I heard the announcement.
Was that offensive? Should I not?
I don't know what's happening.
Now you know how I feel.
Most of your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard the announcement of the hosts that were coming in, and I heard that on Thursday and Friday there are special guest hosts that will be joining, and on Friday it's a sillier day, and you're there, so I know I'll feel comfortable. So I'm pitching myself for a Friday
let me
show.
ask, let me ask you,
100%.
let me ask
You're
you a
in.
question. In what world do you think you're silly?
You don't think I'm silly?
I think you're very silly.
But you know what? That's a good question because I'm also very serious.
Yes.
But yeah.
Good talk. All right.
You know when you guys are doing your bits and I say you're seriously, that's when I'm serious.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we've ever finished a bit on this show.
No,
It is.
that's the point, isn't it?
Not really. It's 10:23, and we are going to talk about some news because
Oh,
we
the show's
definitely
over,
talked
'cause it's
about
only 20 minutes.
That's right.
20 minutes, that's it.
That would have been the show. Thank you so much.
Thank
Really
you.
nice. Thank
That's
you for
awesome.
Saul for stealing the bacon, and that is the show for today. Find us some other time.
Cody's never been this happy.
No, I know. No, when it's not the
That's the
show. we're like-
announcement.
Somebody,
Yep.
somebody's like cleaning their living room and they heard the music. Like, what's happening? Wait a minute. Wait. The show's over. It was 2 hours. That was a quick 2 hours.
Oh, Collider's going downhill. This
Mark
proves
Hernandez
it.
is run. Collider.
What's this micro? It's me, Steven.
Not Lewis, not Steven. What were you again?
Donald.
Donald.
Yeah. Here's what I would like to do, though. Here's a little, and this is for all of us. I'm not singling out everybody. This is myself included, and I noticed this on the audio. If Steven starts talking, right, or you're Steven. If Donald starts talking,
Thank you.
Let's let Donald talk for a second. Then we stop, and then Steven can chime in. Stop talking over everybody. I'm talking to myself too.
I'm into it.
We do
Everybody
that.
does that because we do it all the time.
Yeah.
And we need to stop because it's very hard on audio listeners. You can get the word audio listeners. Got it.
I'm one of them. I'm an audio listener, and
Right.
you know sometimes I can't hear what you guys are saying.
We're yelling
but
over each other
more
like that.
importantly, can I have a troll name?
Troll name.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you cannot. You know why? Because you shit on the bit yesterday.
I didn't shit on it.
No. You looked at like the fucking Night King staring out at the Abyss, ready to obliterate anybody who was trying to be funny yesterday. So no, you're on punishment.
I think I made the bit better.
No,
I'm gonna have to disagree.
You guys
with you on
vote.
that.
no. Who? What are they voting on? Just in general, and they're gonna just start pushing buttons. On
Yeah.
what are they voting? There's no poll.
I just put it out.
Are they raising their hands?
Yeah, I can see.
What you can see?
'Cause
Do
you call me the Night King.
I can't see. I need glasses. I'll tell you
I
what.
do too.
I was paying bills on my credit card yesterday. I had to walk into the room and ask my wife, "Can you see this?" And she goes, "Yes, I can. Pretty clear."
You at Morton's were looking at the menu and going like this, like, it's gone.
It's
I got
gone.
nothing.
I had amazing vision that is now shit.
I think
Do you
I've
wear
always
glasses?
had terrible
No,
vision.
not anymore. I mean, not anymore. Never.
Yeah.
Should I? I guess I should.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They
Yeah.
just started going and needed these.
But they look good on you.
Thank you.
I dig it.
I didn't know until this moment that you wore glasses.
It's very nice. It's good.
I just don't picture your
Roxy.
face with glasses. Wow.
Is that true?
I guess.
Or is this a bit?
No. I don't know why. I just don't picture your face with glasses. Do you wear contacts sometimes?
No. It's just for reading.
That took you a while to
and-
get those things off your face.
Yeah. They're very.
So you're not always wearing them when
Iron
you're
Man.
sitting out there.
It's all with computer stuff.
Do you guys remember that episode of Friends where they talk about Chandler not wearing glasses and Monica was like, I had no idea you didn't wear glasses. I just think of you in glasses. No.
Yeah. No, I know that episode.
Yeah. Have you ever interviewed Bonnie?
No.
I feel like you should.
I've never even met her.
Really?
What?
I feel like you'd probably geek out, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
totally.
Oh, I gotta introduce you. So
Mona,
weird that you guys
Mona.
never met. Yeah, it's weird.
I've only ever interviewed the creator and Matt LeBlanc,
Oh,
who's from Newton.
I met David Schwimmer at a Bristol Farms.
nice.
How was he?
He was very nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Bristol Farm seems to be the meeting place of the 80s, 90s celebs.
It's weird.
You know, I met Brian Benben and Madeline Stowe.
Whoa.
Really?
Ken would have fainted. He loves
Sorry.
him
I
and stuff.
texted him immediately.
Who's Brian Ben?
Brian Benben was from the old HBO show Dream On, which is a classic. It's one of their first shows that it's ahead of its time.
Yeah, Stream On was great.
Dream On was an incredible, very funny show. It was this sitcom, single camera sitcom, way before anybody did that shit. And
Aerosmith?
No. But he watched so many movies and television shows as a kid that he would be in scenarios in life, and they would cut back and forth to old movies, and the way that they did it. It's very like the way that they make YouTube videos today.
Totally.
You know, it was so ahead of its time. It's like 19.
It was like the same
Cody,
time as
check out when Dream On came on.
Dream On was like same time as Arliss, like some of those early HBO shows before HBO exploded with Sopranos.
I actually don't
Like
even know what
Larry
you just
Sanders. Arliss? You never watched Arliss?
No.
Arliss.
Arliss was
See,
about
this
a
is where
sports
my
agent.
blind side is because
Yeah.
I am younger.
Yeah, yeah.
The Gary Shandling?
Robert
Yes,
Wool.
yes,
Yeah,
for
okay.
sure.
Yeah, Robert
That
Wool.
was right around
Gary
there.
Gary Shandling show was sort of like Dream On was, and they were in a similar vein of like putting, breaking the fourth wall
Yeah.
kind of a situation. But they were both, brilliant television
Yeah.
shows.
Was it a nickname or his last name is Ben?
Ben.
Ben?
Brian Benben.
Ben.
Do you remember? You remember?
Do that again.
Please, that was perfect.
Do you remember?
That's perfect.
It's really good. Do you remember the theme to Gary thing?
This is the theme to
Gary Show, the
yeah.
opening theme to Gary Show. How
This
did
is
he get the theme song? How did he get the theme song? This is
No!
blew it.
That was an asshole move.
Yeah, it was an
You
asshole
stole the
move.
bacon.
No one said it.
Nobody said it. That was an asshole move.
I thought it was great, Cody.
Can you bring up Gary's?
The theme to Gary
Yeah,
Shandling Show?
thank you.
All right, hold on. This is the theme to Gary Shandling Show.
Yeah, it's good.
That's how it ends.
But you don't remember that show?
Which one?
That one.
Gary Shandling Show.
Yes.
Have you
Yes
seen
to
Gary
Gary.
Shandling?
Yes.
I think you're thinking of Larry Sanders.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Larry Sanders, also genius.
I'm.
Look, you're like in an interrogation room.
No, I'm not
No,
thinking
not.
of that.
And she looks like, am I?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Well, what do you mean? That's what I'm thinking of.
He's playing the theme song. I've had enough of this.
Why don't you watch the opening credits, and hopefully I'll be in a better mood because the theme song always does cheer me up a little bit. Okay? Sounds good.
I miss him.
Mm-hmm. Here it is.
Is this guy?
Randy Newman.
Yes.
Does sound like him.
Yeah.
It's him.
You're making your stank face.
It's not a stink face. It's like, this is some good shit.
You didn't call it that?
What's that?
Like, your stink face is when you're rolling on Molly.
Oh. You big Molly user, were you?
Theme music composer Joey Carbone.
Yeah, I think that Joey Carbone was probably asked to do a Randy Newman sound.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about some news here.
Okay.
Let's do the news because there's a lot of stuff going on, or maybe not a lot of stuff, but some stuff worth talking about, right? Riley Maximus.
Stuff we're talking about. Yeah, we got a Spider-Man clip yesterday and revealed more of the multiverse, and the Sweaties are going to get this.
Tell me what it is.
The Earth in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is 616, and Quentin Beck, Mysterio, is saying he is coming from, where'd it go? Earth 833. I have no idea what that means.
What does that mean?
There's the multiverse.
In the comics, what is 833? Who's on that Earth and what is it?
Why did we let Jay Washington go?
Yeah, I know. We should have asked him. He says that it has identical physical constants. I don't know what this means. I like it, though.
I can,
the multiverse.
I can say what that means.
Okay, what does it mean?
Identical physical constants would be, so Kristian Harloff on Earth 633, did you say?
616.
616 and 833?
Yeah.
616 and 833, Kristian Harloff.
Okay.
Everybody in the 616, put your motherfucking hands up and ride with me.
Yes.
Pretty much.
All right.
So, it's the same thing that we've seen from all the DC shows as you see like Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, and how Supergirl is on a different Earth than Flash.
That's when I lost Flash. I was like, I'm so dumb with this stupid thing.
And also kind of similar to Lost, if you guys remember back in the day with like finding your constant and what's the same on both the Earths.
I got
Although
heroes.
that's timelines, not Earths.
Yeah, we'll see.
In different area codes.
I don't know.
Area codes.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
You guys don't get that concept though?
Well,
we get it,
maybe it's the numbers and the history on this, but
I was told there'd be no math.
Yes, what I'm taking from it is that the MCU can now use the multiverse to its advantage. Right.
Which means that theoretically you could have.
Thanks, guys. It's been great.
We lost Makuga.
You could either
no multiverse
have.
for me. You guys are great.
You could have.
See you tomorrow, dude.
Multiple Lokis, multiple Caps, multiple. You could have all of that, or also.
No, let him stay out.
I'm still done with the multiverse.
Yeah, we should. That was you from the multiverse.
It's gonna lock you out.
I hate it.
Do you think Josh likes this?
Also, depending on. Remember the last time he did this? So he was pissed at me. Did I do something?
No, you didn't do anything.
Okay.
He just doesn't like the multiverse.
So you could have the same characters or the same original identities. So like you could have Tony Stark in two different places, but he could look two different ways, or he could have never invented Iron Man, kind of like sliding doors, depending on how your life went.
So I mean, that's kind of one of the things that I really loved about the way that they explained it. Like I said, when it comes to what physicists actually say, is that there's infinite amount of universes, infinite. Yeah. So there are so many. There are versions that you don't exist. There are versions where you never came to LA. There are versions where you didn't join the show. It's so many different possibilities, and so be able to, because you could, if you introduce it the right way and don't confuse people, then you could put Tony Stark back in the movies. Mm-hmm. You could.
And Cap.
Just hopefully people have seen the movie Endgame.
So the spoiler, it's been lifted.
I know it's been out there.
It's the Russos kind of said, hey. It's out there.
I know it's been out there, and everybody's seen it. If you haven't, then
we took down the signs, saying no spoilers.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But it's interesting because now, if you wanted, it's the same thing for DC. If you want a new Batman, you can introduce him in so many different ways. There's all timelines. There's all universes. So it makes sense in that world to not have Ben Affleck. Again, I've switched over to DC, but Ben Affleck in there as Batman because, number one, he could have a predecessor. Number two, he could get somebody from a different Earth who's also Batman. Or number three, they could go into a different timeline and find Batman. So it's kind of similar.
Yeah, the only stuff with that is you just got to make sure that you explain it right to people because not everybody wants to. Some people just want to walk in and go, tell me how this works. Okay, great, thanks. You can't be too complicated.
And it needs to be kind of quick, too, because you can't have it be the focus for too long. Just let us know what the rules are, kind of like Back to the Future, and then move forward.
Well, Back to the Future's rules were
But that's the thing.
Yes.
Let us know what the rule is, and then if it's a great movie, it's a great movie.
Agreed.
Don't spend like so long
Yeah.
on explaining, but well, actually, the science behind having multiverses.
Right. Okay. Well,
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, I like that they're playing off of what happened in the last in Endgame. So let's see how it turns out. What's next?
There's a whole new level there. I love it. This is a really great story. This is Deadline reporting. Chadwick Boseman is going to play the first African American samurai, Yusuke. It's a really cool story. He said
He's intense, man. I like Chadwick Boseman.
The legend of, I hope I'm saying it right, Yusuke is one of history's best kept secrets, the only person of non-Asian origin to become a samurai.
Not Tom Cruise?
Not Tom Cruise. That's not just an action movie. That's a cultural event, an exchange, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
That's pretty cool.
It's a really cool story.
Yeah,
So
what's the story?
they're saying it's based off of a true story. It's based off of a.
Yeah, he was a native Portuguese Mozambique who was brought to Japan as a slave to Jesuit missionaries. Yusuke was the first black man to set foot on Japanese soil, and his arrival aroused the interest of Nobunaga,
It sounds
a
like
ruthless warlord seeking to unite the fractured country under his banner.
this sounds like basically Last Samurai. What they did was take this guy's story and then they gave it to Tom Cruise,
Right.
Because that sounds like the same thing. Not necessarily a slave, but he was a prisoner
Right.
that got made that learned the
Who's
rules.
doing this?
That's what I'm trying to find. This article is
That's
not
cool though,
listing
because
it.
Chadwick Boseman is like he's just one of those rare actors.
And you know what was so funny is he's one of the more underrated of somebody who's been in one of these massive tentpole movies.
Yeah, but he was getting a
Which
lot
is-
of notice because I remember how excited people were when he was announced as Black Panther because he's just one of those up and coming guys that it's like, oh yeah, look out for what this guy did. The movie wasn't that great, but he was so good as James Brown. He was so get on up,
But don't you think it's crazy that
and
people,
Jackie Robinson.
people walked out of Black Panther and his name was not as discussed?
Michael B. Jordan was talked about a little bit more.
A lot more.
Yeah, and I think that
And
it's.
Chadwick was he was excellent.
However, he was talked about a lot in Civil War to where he first showed up.
That's true.
Right.
And I think because Michael B. Jordan, you hadn't seen him, how's he gonna show up as Killmonger? He's a villain, and
He's a way
at
bigger
that
star.
point, yes, and at that point, Thanos wasn't really doing much. So
First villain.
Killmonger showed up, and oh wow, we actually have a really great villain in the MCU now because who was there? Robert Redford, that was pretty good. Loki. Yeah, but Loki's like back and forth.
Yeah.
So like
Kind of an anti-hero at this point.
he is.
Yeah.
So a clear-cut villain. We hadn't really had a really great one. So when Killmonger showed up, that's why everyone was talking about it. But Boseman, man, that guy is so good. Or as Tom would say, Cass Kick Bosman. Is that what he called him?
No,
Cass Kick?
Chadwick.
Chazzik Bosman.
Chadwick Boseman.
No, he said,
Dagnino?
Bosman. Yeah, I don't remember.
It was in a match. They
so-
called him Chadwick Bosman.
This is what's cool. I finally found Doug Miro is writing the script. He co-created Narcos on Netflix,
cool.
and Narcos we just finally started watching. It's really good.
Yeah.
It is very good.
Yeah.
I will tell you this yesterday, and I can't talk about the full experience because it's embargoed, and I'll talk about it on Jedi Council. I went yesterday and did the full chapter of the Oculus experience for Vader Immortal because at Celebration they only gave you, I think it was like 15 minutes or something. It was 45 minutes. Played the whole first chapter, and afterwards I got to sit down and talk to David Goyer and team for like a half an hour.
Interesting. Where was it?
It was in Playa, like up that way. First thing I said to David Goyer Riley when I sat down was, I really would have liked to seen your version of Masters of the Universe. He goes, we had a really cool version of that thing. He goes, and we talked about science meets magic, Lord of the Rings meets Star Wars. He said, yep. And he goes, he's like, it needed a lot of money, and it just, they didn't want to put that kind of money into it. And so I walked away. But he was, didn't say anything bad about the team or anything that was behind it. He just said that his version was going to cost a lot, and he knew what he wanted to do with it. And
Is this on camera or?
no,
are you,
I just talked. It was like this because I did a really stupid thing yesterday.
Okay.
Driving there, starving, and you don't want me starving. Anytime.
You didn't have your eggs?
I had eggs in the morning, but it was after the show, and it was like I had to be there by 2. It was a drive. It took me an hour, so I stopped at In-N-Out, and I got myself 2 cheeseburgers.
Yeah,
with
as you
animal
want
style.
to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Ate the first one, destroyed it.
Double or no?
No, just a regular cheeseburger, animal style. I'll take 2 of those, and then I'll be good with myself. And so I took the second one, half of it,
Okay.
looked down at my nice white shirt, big old tomato stain, right in the middle. So I said, normally, not going to be a problem. I guarantee I have a shirt in here somewhere, right? But I just cleaned my car out.
Oh,
Car's
shit.
completely clean, sparkling new, nothing in there. So what did I do? Turned the shirt inside out. Had to do it.
Hey,
Wait,
that's what you do.
But the seams.
I have done that
What's
many
that?
times.
Seams.
Popping out, everyone noticed. I'm sure. No one said anything, but I didn't
Oh,
care.
but yeah, you
I
didn't
would
have
rather
like
the
something to
seams-
put over.
No,
Why didn't you stop at Target?
I didn't have time. Would have been late. Thought of all this. Thought about stopping at a store and getting something. And I was
what about
First of all, I reached my hand back into the car and I was like, please, sweatshirt. I gotta have a sweatshirt in here. And I find a sweatshirt. I'm like, yes. It was my daughter's sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it. Right. So it was. I had to do it.
Try to put it on anyway.
No, I went. When I got home, my wife's like, first thing she says when I walk in, "Why is your shirt on backwards?" She's like, "Did you go to the thing like that?" It's like, certainly did. I was playing. I had a light.
So it was
I can picture
backwards.
Sadie doing this too, and her eyes rolling all
Yeah.
the way
Wait,
It
back.
wasn't
not
backwards.
inside out. Oh, okay.
It wasn't backwards. It was just inside out.
But you couldn't see the tomato stain through the white shirt?
Not as bad as you could, when it was regular.
And nobody said anything to you.
What are they going to say? Hey, idiot, you're
Your
inside
shirt's
out?
inside out.
No one was going to say that, but they probably all noticed it. David Goyer, I'm sure, noticed it.
I definitely would have said something in case you didn't know.
Yeah, I know, but I was fine with it. I made the choice. Cody, I had it. I had the interview. It was going good, and then guess what happened?
Oh, the fucking dog got the bacon.
It absolutely did. All right, what's next?
Well, it looks like the first Watchmen trailer just dropped.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Well, yeah, no,
Did you
it
watch
just dropped.
We can't watch it on the air, can we?
We could, but it's
Yeah,
that kind
we're
of
gonna
thing.
get flagged or something.
Yeah, we're
YouTube
gonna get
has
flagged.
been a bitch.
I'm really looking
Yeah.
forward to this. I mean, at least we can shine a light on this Watchmen series.
Maybe we watch
I'm
it during
really
the break. How
looking
long's the
forward to
trailer?
A minute 30.
All right, let's
yeah.
watch it during the break. We can talk about it when we get back before
Great,
we do
great.
our big announcement.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Do you guys think that Makuga's just not going to come back?
No, he's going to come back. He probably had to take a shit or something.
I think, he might actually have a call or something. I saw he was-
Yeah. He just needed an
Used it
excuse.
as an excuse?
Yeah. Why are you concerned?
Yeah,
Because of that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not mad at you.
Okay.
You're fine.
Yeah, he's not mad at you.
He's pissed at the multiverse.
Yeah, he took
Like,
that,
legit.
He took that as an excuse. He knew we weren't going to talk about it for longer than 5 minutes, but he decided he wanted to go out there and do whatever he's doing. So he left a nice empty chair for the audience to look at. Brilliant. Really. I did it for the bit.
Should we
You did take a dump.
maybe we should fill a seat?
With who?
I don't know. We could vote on it.
We're almost done with this segment.
Well, we
Oh.
put that poll up.
Yeah.
How's it going?
How's the poll going? What was the poll for?
Lewis,
I make
Oh,
bits
Donald,
you're
better.
funny.
and Steven. That's who should take the chair.
Oh, right. Well, F that chair.
There's
Right.
0 votes.
Okay,
right
I
now.
hate everything about this. So what's next?
Yeah. So we finally officially have the date, the release date, and full cast list for West Side Story.
Give me
Steven Spielberg's
directing it.
adaptation. Yeah. December 18th, 2020.
2020.
Ansel Elgort.
Okay,
It's
I like
gonna
that.
be Tony.
Tony. Oh, Tony. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
Who
know-
are you thinking? Riff?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's the main guy.
Do you know
He's the main
that
dude.
this isn't being announced now, though? The cast has been announced.
The
from-
cast has been announced. This is just
Oh,
like
you just didn't know?
No.
Okay.
No, I want to know now.
Rachel Zegler is Maria.
They
Who's
looked
that?
high. You don't know her. They
Brand
looked
new.
high and low for her.
Yeah.
She was a high school performer.
Okay.
That they found, I believe. You should watch her audition video, though.
That's great.
They might pull it because it might be on Facebook. They might be fine with us playing that. By they, I mean YouTube. Her voice is lit.
So she's great.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
holy
this is a
crap.
passion project for Spielberg. So he's
Spielberg.
going to go
Holy
find the
crap, she's
Okay, so
so
we got
good.
Tony and Maria. Who's playing? Who are the Sharks?
Okay, we got Mike Feist
Okay, so
as Riff.
Okay.
We have Jose Andrea Rivera as Chino. Rita Moreno. I'm going to stop doing the white boy accent here. Valentina. They're redoing the Doc role, which was the shop owner.
And who did I just talk to about
Yeah,
this?
we were
It's gonna
just
be
talking
Rita
about
Moreno.
this to
Oh,
a
David.
mom.
It was
yeah.
David yesterday,
And his old acting coach.
So they're changing it to a woman.
Yeah, and
Same
it's
thing with
Rita
David?
Moreno, which is a great little nod because she
She was in
played.
the original.
She played Anita. So
Yeah.
Ariana DeBose is Anita, and then
Cool.
David Alvarez is Bernardo, and Corey Stoll is
cool.
Lieutenant Shrink.
That's great. Who's Bernardo?
Bernardo is David Alvarez.
I don't know him.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm trying to see if I do.
I'm
and
digging. I'm digging.
I want to know who's
So
playing
you
action.
wouldn't know David Alvarez
Okay.
because he has been in
Nothing. Oh, that's good.
I'm looking as an actor. He was in three shorts.
Okay.
He's been in 3 shorts.
So this is a big career move for all these people. They gotta hope that it hits. And
Well, yeah, except
Will
for
people-
Ansel Elgort, who's massive.
Right. Will people care about this movie?
I care more than I can possibly say.
I know you do, and I do too, because we're in this space, and we're kind of, there's a lot of people who love the original. Like, look at someone like McCougar probably don't want to see this musical.
Because I don't even think he ever saw the first West Side
That's what
Story.
I mean. Like, there are a lot of people who don't like musicals, and they don't necessarily do very well. But does Spielberg's name help?
I think so.
Do
I think
people want to see it?
Yeah, I think if you say, "Hey, they're making a remake of West Side Story," and people go, "What?" And then you go, "Steven Spielberg's directing." What?
Right, now they get more excited.
A little bit more
but
exciting.
They're not changing, not making it modern, are they?
It doesn't say, and I don't think so.
I hope not. My interest goes down significantly if it's modern.
Because here's the thing: I've heard that there are Disney wants to get rid of the smoking in the movie. That's
Alan Horn.
Yeah, and that's very, a sign of the times.
Yeah.
The Sharks and the Jets, they're smoking.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
IMDb says is an adaptation of the 1957 musical West Side Story explores forbidden love and the rivalry between the Jets and the Sharks, two teenage street gangs of different ethnic backgrounds.
It's got to be the 50s.
It has to be. Yeah, I don't want to see an updated one because
it just doesn't fit the times, and they have to change it all around.
I don't mind.
They're not going to sing G Officer Krupke.
That's what I mean.
In 2019.
No,
I think they would.
Weird.
I would be fine if they did. I'm going to trust Spielberg.
Yeah.
I'm not trusting them with the modern day.
No.
Musicals.
This is.
I'm going to trust him to make the right decision.
Oof.
They haven't said anything otherwise. It's just a remake.
You have to watch this girl's audition. It was.
She isn't the one where she was like in her high school auditorium and she was singing. Yeah, she's
great.
Good.
It's like redonkulous.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I want to see it. Let's talk about the King of the North. What's going on over there with that guy?
The King of the North. He's going to be in the Eternals.
Yeah. Richard Madden.
Richard Madden is in talks to join Marvel Studios. The Eternals alongside Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
And it focuses on a group of ancient human beings that are given powers by the Eternals or something like that. I don't know. I don't know this one that too well.
He's probably not your Batman.
That's what Jeff Snyder said. Yeah. His follow-up tweet to this breaking news was cross him off the list.
Cross him off the list.
Which I'm kind of bummed about. I would much rather, because I don't know too much about Eternals and I love Richard Madden, I would want Batman.
See, that's why I'm going the opposite.
Yeah?
I think hopefully they'll find a good Batman. I would love for him to be in there. I still think there's other people that can play Batman. Let this guy.
Know what they're doing.
This is brand new with this Eternals thing. The MCU is taking off into a different direction here, and he is taking off. Let him do it, man. And Angelina Jolie is the big name, obviously, and Richard Madden is starting to climb his way up there.
And Kumail Nanjiani is also in it.
And from
the Big Sick.
You know
right.
him.
Right. Yeah, he's really good. I like him too.
Yeah.
Super talented.
Yeah. So I don't know. Do we know what it exactly is about? Sorry, you read a little bit of that.
The Eternals are a race of ancient human beings created 1 million years ago by the cosmic entities known as the Celestials.
Okay.
That's all that we know, and how they're going to fit it into the MCU is.
Well, I mean, this cosmic stuff right now is pretty big with the MCU.
And you know my favorite part.
Doctor Strange. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to tie in. But you liked him in Endgame. Well, but you liked him in Endgame.
But Infinity War. Didn't you like him in Infinity War?
No, she didn't. She only liked him in Endgame.
I didn't
He's
love
fantastic
him.
in Infinity War.
He's fantastic in all of it.
It wasn't great in Endgame. He was fine. And spoiler alert, minimal.
I think he's great.
It's a differing opinion.
I don't give a shit.
This is bad. I don't understand. He's good. He's so good in those movies.
He's not a bad actor. He is doing exactly what he needs to do. The character.
Do you like the character of Doctor Strange, though?
In the movies or in Marvel?
In the movies.
So you think Stephen Strange is a prick?
Do you enjoy the character?
No.
Do you like the character's dialogue?
No.
Do you think the character is decent?
Like a good guy?
Do you like the character?
No.
Do you think that he will be nominated for an Oscar?
No.
An Emmy?
Want some cookies?
Probably not, but I can't say for sure.
Fine.
I really do hope Robert Downey Jr. is nominated for an Oscar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, that role.
We're going to see. But I want to talk about the King of the North doing this thing, though, too, because I think that he is an actor that has... and honestly, the funny thing is, a lot of the times when someone is really known for a television role, it's hard to break out of it, you know? And I actually think he did that in Cinderella.
Yeah, he's great in Cinderella.
Cinderella is that role, because Prince Philip he's a throwaway and an imbecile. But in the movie, not in that movie. In that movie, they gave him a lot to do. And there's a lot.
Do you like the character? Do you enjoy the character?
No.
Do you like the dialogue of the character?
No.
You think he's decent?
I do.
Should he have been nominated for an Oscar?
Will he be?
Can't say for sure.
Milk.
Who knows?
For the first time, nominated 5 years later.
But do you think? But I think that
It's a new precedent set.
But I think that this is a good role. This is a good opportunity for him. But it does spin back into who plays Batman.
What has
and I'll
he been
tell
doing?
you, back as much as I've been talking about it, Chris Abbott is jumping up on that list. I still go Pattinson first for me. It's Pattinson and Robertson and Pattinson and then Abbott.
Snyder keeps saying he's never going to be Pattinson.
Well,
Yeah,
because Snyder's a great reporter, but he's not the end all be all.
No, it's because Pattinson's recent casting.
Of what?
Oh yeah, in Nolan's movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he can work 2 movies.
But he's there at Warner Brothers.
That's what I mean. He can work 2 movies.
I guess it depends on when you're hoping or thinking Batman's going to appear.
Yeah, I just don't think he's. I don't think he's in the talks for a lot of people. So I don't think. I think he's very odds wise. If I was betting on Vegas, I would put the money on him just because I want to see it. But I don't think he's getting it. This Chris Abbott guy, though, man, I'm telling you, don't sleep on Abbott.
Who's Chris Abbott again?
He's the
From
guy,
Girls.
and he's in the Sinner, and that's
Okay.
where he really stood out. This guy is good, and it's like those little roles that when you can stand out.
It's kind of going to what my question was. What are the chances they do like an unknown? Could they?
I don't think a complete unknown like the girl you're talking about for West Side Story, but it's someone like a Chris Abbott.
Okay,
they could do because when you have a role as big as Batman can turn a person like Chris Abbott into a megastar. I mean, Christian Bale was not a huge star when he was cast as Batman. He was known, but he wasn't a huge star.
But Ben Affleck was.
Ben Affleck was. That's right. And I don't think that necessarily works. I think Ben Affleck was a fine Batman. But I think that right away, the first thing that happened when they announced Ben Affleck was everyone was, myself included, were like, oh, Ben Affleck as Batman. It's like, well, what are you doing? It's hard to separate the two because it's Ben. And I thought he did fine in the first movie. He's actually pretty good. I thought he was really good. But it takes away from trying to. It's the same reason if Anakin Skywalker had been Leonardo DiCaprio, still would have been a really good choice, I think. But it's hard to say, well, there's DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Where's Anakin? You know,
Right.
so Tom Cruise sometimes can do that with Ethan Hunt, but if he was Tony Stark, it would have been Tom Cruise.
Right. It's
Yeah.
like when they wanted to cast Robert Redford as Superman in Donner's movie.
Right.
Donner's like, they're just going to be looking at Robert Redford in a cape.
Right. Christopher Reeve, complete unknown.
Right.
They found him. So and you know, it doesn't necessarily always have to be that way, but I would prefer someone like a Chris Abbott because who the hell knows who he is?
Yeah,
And he's a good actor.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah. But the main villain you got to get as a star. That's what I think you should do.
Josh Gad is the Penguin.
I don't know, man.
There was a lot of talk about that.
There's been, because he was doing those Twitter things.
Yeah.
He was putting the pictures of the Penguin and just leaving them there.
I'm so torn on Josh Gad. I think as a host on events and stuff, he's brilliant. When he shows up to Star Wars Celebration, I'm like captivated watching him because he's so good. I'm not a huge fan of his acting, and not his acting, the roles that he takes. A lot of stuff he annoys me a lot of times. I think as a performer, and I think as a human, he's a great dude. He makes me laugh all the time. But for some reason, a lot of the roles he takes, like Olaf's great.
I just saw that for the first time last
Frozen,
week.
and did you like it?
I gotta be honest.
Yeah, no.
It was fine.
Frozen? Yeah, Julie. We watched it finally because she loves Moana. She
didn't
loves
like
all the
Frozen?
Disney.
Love Moana.
And she was turned off by Frozen because when we met, she started to hang out with my niece a little bit, and my niece was going
Loved
through the
it.
Frozen thing.
Yeah.
So it was like Let It Go was every day,
Everywhere.
and she's like, I hate that fucking song. And so then we watched it, and it wasn't. Yeah, she was like, eh.
But I have got to be the target audience because I'm a sister's girl. Like
Yeah.
all I talk,
That's why my wife loves it. Yeah,
I just thought it was meh.
yeah. It was maybe because it's so built up too.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be one of the best. I mean, Lion King is number one in terms of franchise, in terms of merchandise and sales, but Frozen is number two.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, wow, this is going to be one of the best movies of all time.
Well, I think one of the main reasons, though, too, is that it didn't follow the normal tropes of
Big villain.
and also the
love story.
Well, the very end of it looks like the prince is gonna. She's got to kiss the prince in order for it, and she does a turn and has to save her sister. She goes after it. It's that was
I liked
very
that
different.
part. The ending was better than the beginning. It was kind of slow. Olaf was cool.
Yeah, I thought he was good in it.
I love Josh Gad though.
Josh
I love
Gad,
him.
everything he's in,
everything
yeah.
he does.
Do you remember the movie Love and Other Drugs?
Yes,
Couldn't
I do.
stand him in that
so
movie.
good.
I couldn't
stand him in the movie
Wow, I thought
either.
he was
And here's what
brilliant.
happened. We just rewatched this movie,
Yeah.
and I fucking love him in it
I
now.
can't
I don't know
stand
why,
him.
but
So
it
good.
just finally turned. And I'm like, I get what they're doing.
He's so obnoxious in
He
that
is
movie.
so
That
obnoxious.
movie's underrated. That
I
movie
love
was
that
great.
movie. Yeah, that
Great
movie. It was on HBO, and I just went, I want to
That's
see
the one
this
with Anne
movie.
Hathaway, right?
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway,
Yeah, see,
Jake Gyllenhaal.
They lie to you in that movie. The trailers, they lie to you.
Oh yeah,
They don't
That
sell
is
it.
a
They
drama.
don't sell it as a
It's a rom-com in the trailers.
yeah. They sell it as a full-on rom-com, and you're not
And kind of
embracing the fact that it turns into a cancer movie.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like
Parkinson's
50,
movie.
50-50.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, she has Parkinson's, and then it's like
Okay.
she can't get the drugs, and it's
Tough. Yeah. It's like,
she goes to Canada to
You got to
get
be
the.
prepared for those movies. You got to, not that they,
Like 50-50.
like 50-50. You knew exactly what 50-50 was in the trailer. Exactly.
And there's some funny parts for sure.
But they sold you on exactly what the movie was in the trailer. And I think that if that movie would have done that in the trailer, I actually think it would have done better. People were very confused. Well, I was. I remember seeing that movie going, oh, this is a romantic comedy. And it was like a 50-50 type. Although all this 50-50 was a blend of comedy and drama throughout the whole thing. This movie was more, boom, straight up romantic comedy for the first 45 minutes and then drama for the next hour. And it's like, whoa, I was not ready for that. But yeah, I mean...
Did you like 50-50?
Loved 50.
I want to see it again now.
Well, that's why I want to.
So
That's why I
good.
want to see. What's it called? Long Shot.
Long Shot.
It was good.
I heard it was great.
It was good.
Yeah.
I did not think it was great. I thought it was really good, but clearly my audience I was with liked it more than I did.
Yeah, I heard. I mean, I heard it's amazing.
I thought it was really good.
Can't wait to see it.
Maybe we should start doing something on the show. I can already hear a no
Get a
coming.
clock.
And we have to consult Sadie on it because she would have to be in on this.
What is this?
Maybe we should pick a movie every week and discuss, like, once Game of Thrones goes away, Mondays, discuss a movie that we watch, like something like a 50-50-year-old thing, and everybody at home can watch it too, and we tell everybody at the end of the week.
It's a great bit and premise. I just don't know if the commitment of it is actually going to happen.
That's why we have to talk to Sadie.
Yeah, Sundays are going to start popping up, and this again, Big Little Lies is it back? I not until July. I've told you this a million times. Waiting for that Big Little Lies, but we did find The Sinner, so we'll probably watch season 2.
What about Manhunter? Have you seen it?
Is that the one with Madden? No, Madden's the bodyguard.
Right. Yeah, this is Fincher's.
Right. No, I didn't.
They just announced season 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's so good.
You love it?
I love it.
Good.
Yeah.
Anything else going on in the world of news before we go on to break to come back for our big announcement here?
No, that's it. We hit everything.
We hit everything. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to watch the trailer for Watchmen.
Yeah.
And then we'll do our announcement when we get back, and then we'll talk about the trailer afterwards. So stay tuned. When we get back, we'll talk about the big announcer, what's going down with Collider Live.
Oh, good for you. Wow. Hey, Collider fans, John Roca here. Look that behind me. There it is, Collider Sports. That's right, that is happening. We've got some great programming on there already. For those of you that have already watched, thanks so much. We got so much coming down the pike. We're talking about NFL. We're going to talk about NBA. There's plans about NHL. Golf is in the equation now. And, of course, the Premier League show that I host with Jack Hind, that's been in motion for the last couple of weeks. And then an MMA show is on the way from Dennis Zhang, me, and Jay Williams. All those things are happening here at Collider. And look, we want to hear from you, so we want you to listen. We want you to watch. If you're a sports fan, even if you're not a sports fan, we might entertain you, teach you something new about a sport that you may not have known much about, or maybe so deep into it that you wanted to learn even more about it. We've got you covered. You can do that. Follow us on iTunes and on YouTube. You can there watch all the shows or listen to all the shows that you want, and then leave us comments and rate the shows as well and review them. And then let us know what other sports you want us to cover. Look, we're not touching rugby. I'll just tell you that right now. That's as far out as we'll go, or cricket. But maybe in the future, if we go Collider worldwide, that's certainly a possibility. But for right now, Collider Sports is there for you. Take a look at it, take a watch, and let us know what you think.
Oh, hi guys. It's Perry here, and I am going to tell you about The Witching Hour. It is the show that I host along with Collider.com's Haley Fouch. It is in podcast form on the Collider Factory feed, and we also have the video up and running every Tuesday for you right there on the Collider Podcast YouTube channel. We talk about everything horror. We're talking TV, movies, the newest releases. We talk about movies that are celebrating anniversaries. We've even talked about books. It's crazy. If it is scary, we are talking about it on The Witching Hour. We also have so many filmmaker interviews, really cool stuff. It's all coming your way every single Tuesday on The Witching Hour. Check it out. Collider Factory and the Collider Podcast YouTube channel.
Hello, Collider Live. My name is Amy Dallin.
And I'm Coy Jandro, and we host a little show we love called Collider Heroes. And it is all of the things we love about movies, TV, comics themselves, all the breaking news, trailers, photos, but not paparazzi photos.
All of the superhero stuff we love, all of the indie comic stuff we love, all the stuff you had no idea was based on comics.
80 years of comic lore have led to this show, and many years in film and TV, and we're living in a golden age of comics, and we want to share all of that zeal with you folks.
So we talk about the stuff that's coming out. We talk about what we hope is coming out. We do fantasy casting of things that should exist. Why don't they exist?
And we do your Twitter questions asking directly to us what we think of certain things. And every single week, since we both actually love and read physical comics, buy in print, we have a comic pull list where our 5 biggest favorite books of the week come out, and we dive into those with you guys.
You can buy digital. I'll forgive you. As long as you're paying for your comics. It's all good.
But if you buy in print, you can bag them and board them, and then they're worth more later, because comics are like certain things from the 90s that are totally worth the value. Buy comics, buy in print. Digital's never worth anything later. Buy in print. Keep comic stores alive.
Or we can debate collector's items all day long. We can debate casting. We can debate movie news. We can have all of our friends come join us, as we frequently do. We can ask professionals about their work. We've had some amazing guests come by the show.
We try to
catch it every Wednesday.
That are on these properties that also love comics. You hear what it's like from their perspective, from inside, from outside, and this is all with the focus of bringing all this news to you guys. And we're here every Wednesday on Collider, and we love this stuff.
You better listen, Jack.
We'll see you then.
Hey guys, Riley here, and let me tell you about the Riley Roundtable. That's right, they gave Riley his own podcast. The Riley Roundtable is on its new home. It drops every Thursday. The Riley Roundtable is a little bit about everything. It's about movies and life and movies and everything in between. I like to have on special guests for discussions like Justice League versus Batman v Superman, for discussions about wine tasting, for discussions about UFOs, and everything in between. That's right, the Riley Roundtable drops on Thursdays on the One-on-One with Kristian Harloff podcast feed, and later on Collider Video's own podcast video network. So check it out every Thursday, the Riley Roundtable. See you there.
Hey everyone, John Roca here, one of the hosts for Collider Sports Time. That's our new show there on the Collider Sports Network. It's our flagship show, just like Collider Movie Talk. We get on, talk about a bunch of sports issues of the day and what is burning up social media, what topics are burning up social media. That's what we do on Collider Sports Time. I'm joined by my top 10 co-host, Matt Nost. Me and him, we welcome a bevy of guests every week to talk about NFL, the Major League Baseball playoffs, NHL, and the NBA, which is starting up soon. We're going to talk about that. We also get into UFC stuff, college football, all the stuff that's happening in the world of sports. We're going to cover it on Collider Sports Time. And we're going to take the time to break it all down and give our opinions and our unique takes and unfiltered thoughts on what we think about the sports news of the day. So don't forget to join us every week on Monday for the Collider Sports Time show on the Collider Sports Network. And don't forget to subscribe on the Collider Sports Network on YouTube and on the Collider Sports podcast feed. We're going to bring you all kinds of stuff. Hope to hear from you soon.
All right, now we're back. Collider Live, ladies and gentlemen, on this Wednesday. And I'm happy because I have magical poop in my hands. That's right. It is mermaid, dragon, and what the hell's the other one? Unicorn poop from our buddy yesterday who
Chris West. He's the best.
Dropped off all this food.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
daughter's going to love that.
Tons of candy.
What the hell's going on? Oh, we got the mic. There you go.
Thank you, Christian.
You're welcome.
That was Cody, I think.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, that was
Christian.
Christian. Oh, I didn't see. I just saw
Thank
it.
you.
I'm looking at the door.
Yeah.
Why do you think you know?
Congratulations.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I haven't seen Kristian, aka Cobster, work on this show since its inception, like episode 2.
but did you think I just didn't know who was who?
I didn't know.
Oh.
I thought it was just a flip
fair.
You
of tongue.
too. The last 2 days. The last 2 days.
What is going on
Last
here?
2 days. The only thing
Welcome
I've been
back.
confused about, and I understand why, Christian Rubicaba wants to go by his regular name, which is Christian. It just confuses the shit out of me.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's fair.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he said something to me last week. I'm really, really trying now.
Yeah, he really.
I didn't know that it was a real thing.
It
And
just
I
was his
can't-
nickname for a long time. He wants to be called Kristian.
I think
so
of it as his name, though. I don't think
I
of
know,
it as his
I know,
nickname.
and
so
I
it's
think
really
that,
hard.
and I think that's the reason why
And
the man
here's-
wants to be called by his
Totally.
birthday.
There's a lot of people that too call you Harloff, but I've never been one of those people.
Right.
I've always called you Kristian.
Right.
So having two Kristians has been really hard in the brain hole.
Every time I
Yeah.
hear it, like I'll hear someone go, "Well, yeah, Kristian's going to help me with the camera." Something. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I have no interest
That's
in that.
not.
Listen, so we talked about it briefly yesterday. We said there was going to be a big announcement next week, and then I saw all the comments about why we made us wait till Monday. Why can't we know now? And then I talked it over, thinking about it this morning. So I called both Jack and Thad, who was the head of development and programming over here now at Collider. He wanted to come in and kind of give us all the scoops and the what is happening in Collider, but I figured I should maybe start with the big one first, let everybody know, or you want to do it?
Yeah, no, I think the big one is the way to go. I want to say thank you all for all the hard work you guys have been doing on the show. I'm sorry that it's coming to an end.
I know. 20 minute
as
episodes.
of today?
Yeah, 20 minute.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, that's not the news. You
No,
wanna-
I will do it.
There's a thing.
Yes,
It's a big thing.
It's a big thing. And so the other day, both Jack and Thad had called me in and said, look, we have this idea of what we want to do, and kind of let you know. First of all, to be honest, it was great. They asked what I thought, what we could do with it, and I think it's a great idea. So here is the announcement. If you guys pay attention to everything going on with this show. We had, for example, when we had the Ron Perlman interview, we pieced that out, a clip of it when he's talking about Hellboy. It did like 2.1 million views. We did the same thing with Martin Cove and Michael Jai Courtney, and the clips really brought a lot of attention to that channel. And it went from when we first joined the network as Collider Live, I think the channel was something like 23,000 subscribers. Yeah. It's grown since August to 70,000 subscribers, and it's building up with all these clips that we do. And there's also, and originally the idea of that channel was to put all the podcasts there, and there's other clips. But again, Thad and Jack had a conversation about it. That channel starting on not this Monday coming up, but the following Monday when we get back from Houston. So that is what the 20th. On May 20th. What is now known today as the Collider Podcast channel will be the official Collider Live channel. It'll be a full channel of Collider Live. So everything. So yes, you will. What I would suggest to you guys doing today, and this is why we wanted to make the announcement today, is go over there and subscribe to that channel and turn on your notifications today. Go to Collider Podcast is today. They're going to redesign it.
Yeah, we're going to rename it. It takes a couple days for YouTube to wake up.
Yeah, and it'll be called the Collider Live channel.
Yeah, the artwork's actually, I just put the artwork up a couple of minutes ago.
Oh,
so
awesome.
if you go there now, it'll look like Collider Live.
Can we bring that up, Cody?
Yeah, I think I
What's the artwork? Is my
I wanna
face
see
on it?
it's just the logo for now.
Yeah,
you guys can maybe do something fun later.
Maybe we could get some like Brian Ward to put like
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. We'll
Maybe,
get some.
maybe like Zoobly Zoo.
Oh.
No. He was in the middle. He was in the middle of it.
There it is.
But it would work.
Yeah, Cody, it's still slash Collider Podcast today.
I'd like to be the voice / questions of the people.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So question. Can I ask things, or do you still want to?
Hold the questions for a second. 'Cause I want to see the way it looks to let everybody know, and then I'm just going to kind of finish up what we're going to be doing.
Hey.
So there it is, Collider Live, and right now, did you already update the playlist and everything too?
I mean, I haven't broken out new playlists like we talked about, but there will be. So now, like, there will be a whole playlist of all the great celebrity interviews you guys have done.
Right.
All of the wonderful content about farts will have its own
Good.
playlist.
Farts. We can just call
all
it farts.
of the. Where's the fart sound, Cody?
There it is.
So for new viewers, new listeners of the show, they can kind of tune in based on what their interest is.
Right.
If they're coming to you because they saw that Ron Perlman clip, they can see that, and they can see the other celebrities that have been on the show. If they're coming to you because they're looking for your thoughts on the new Star Wars trailer, they can come in to a whole playlist about Kristian's thoughts or something like that, or Roxy's opinions on
whatever,
Josh's wardrobe, whatever it might be. So
that's what I got so excited. Yeah. Collider Live's going to have our own playground because so if you go to that channel, subscribe to it today. It's because this is the other challenge I have out to the Collider Live and I will say it, and I've said it. The Schmoes Know live show audience was very dedicated, and they were very passionate. Collider Live it rivals that. From what we've seen so far at the live events, from the Facebook group, you are some of the most passionate fans that we've ever encountered. So go on over there because this show will live there. It is no longer going to be on the main channel. Correct. It's going to live there. So on May 20th, you want this show live, you're going to get it on its own channel. So you don't have to worry about it. If it is the one show that is going to be there for all the clips that you need, you will go there and have Collider Live 5 days a week with everything else. And there's no more podcasts that will live on that channel. It's just Collider Live stuff.
Correct.
But other stuff is going on.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff moving parts. We're really excited about this. You guys having your own space to play in.
Thank you.
So every day, viewers can go straight there to watch the live show. We're still going to put like maybe one clip a day. We're still figuring it out, but I think like we'll piece out a little bit of it and put it on the main channel.
You're saying a clip from Collider Live that goes on the main channel.
From yesterday's episode or something. We'll put it up early in the morning on the East Coast so that new viewers can, if they only know about the Collider video channel, they will then hopefully come in and say, we have another 2 million view video for a celebrity. Right. Hopefully that'll bring in a whole new audience that will drive to that channel. So we're really excited about that.
So what's Collider Video going to look like?
We're revamping a lot of stuff here at Collider Video. I know for some of you, you've already seen some of the changes. Perry just started on Movie Talk as the official host this Monday. And I think you're going to be
Friday.
You're going to be on this Friday.
Me too.
And are you popping by?
No. She wants
to
soon.
We're working on it.
That was her soft pitch.
Yeah.
Or hard pitch.
Just sticking it in there.
Yeah. I want you and Perry to debate. What was that? Life Itself movie?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I want. So Movie Talk is live every afternoon at 3 p.m. on the West Coast, 6 o'clock at night for the East Coast viewers. And then we have truncated the runtime. And the reason for that, I know there's a lot of conversation in the comments section and on Twitter for the truncated runtime, is we've been delving really deep into all the analytics for not just our channel but YouTube as a whole.
This is the new programming schedule here.
All right. So, sorry, it's behind me, so I can't see. It's kind of like Kristian and Cody. I couldn't see who was here.
So this is
Kristian.
So it was Kristian. Every morning we're gonna have a clip like the best of Collider Live to try to still promote new viewers to come to your show.
What is the best of Collider?
What is the best? Yeah. What is the best? And then Movie Talk will be on in the afternoons, and then in the evening is when we're going to have all of your staple programming. So your Heroes, your Rule of Two, your Jedi Council. We have a new show.
So Jedi Council not live anymore.
No, it's going to be on. It's going to be premiering at 5 p.m. in the afternoons.
Okay.
What we want. The goal with this is because Movie Talk is kind of the OG flagship. We want that to be the first major piece of content that you see on the channel each day.
Okay.
So there will be some short form content in the mornings, whether that's a movie review or a Best of Collider Live clip, trailer reactions, comic book shopping when that's in season. But then the first kind of long form piece that you see is Movie Talk. So that is kind of your first foray into that day's worth of programming. Okay. And then your evening content is your deep dive into comic books and Star Wars.
Your prime time.
And one thing that I do want to announce is in the summertime, it's not on the schedule yet because it doesn't premiere until June, but in the summertime on Friday evenings, we are going to have a little happy hour in the office, Collider Happy Hour hosted by Josh McCouga, which is going to be a live fun. I mean, you can explain it a little bit better than I can.
It's like fun madness, hour-long show. We've been slowly building a set in there to build a bar. We'll have different guests come in every single thing. I want it to be the show where I don't care if people are yelling in the office. I don't care. It'll be an hour. Come in, yell, do whatever you want. I'm kind of running the show. We're gonna have bits. It's gonna be a little like the Josh McCouga show. Adding drinking in. Hopefully, it gets as wild as possible. Responsible drinking.
Responsible
which is why. Yeah.
Is it Studio A?
Studio B.
We're building a little bit more loose freeform set that's going to be set up in the other studio.
Yes.
So
Hang loose.
And then lots of games in that show. So the guests of the show are going to play some stuff.
So then that's as far as this channel that we're on today, right now. The way that will look is that from In the morning, the best of Collider Live, and then Movie Talk, Rule of Two, Heroes, Jedi Council, your nighttime programming. Friday during the summers, you'll get Happy Hour. You still got Mailbag on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah.
And that's basically the design of Collider Video. And then you have a brand new channel. So people were worried, oh my God, they're going to do only one day of Collider Live, 20 minutes. No, you're going to get us.
No.
Not only are you going to get us 5 days a week. We're going to be able to play there. There's other things that maybe we can do down the line. What we used to do, RB3 used to interview the celebrities after they've been interviewed and give little pieces. Maybe we can bring that back. Josh is going to be doing a lot more games on this show. We're going to be doing a lot more games. It's going to be it is a full place to play now. So if you are not on that channel and you want to watch this show, go and subscribe to that channel right now. Just open another tab and subscribe. It's still Collider Podcast at the moment. It'll be Collider Live soon. But Roxy Stryer, you had questions.
Yeah, a couple of them. The things that were living on Collider Podcasts that now that's going to be Collider Live. Do you know where those things are moving, or are they moving?
Well, so that's a very good question. So what we're finding here is, and I know that we are of two minds on the whole situation. The podcasts are a lot of the future for the network. We love the podcast format. We love the long format conversations that delve that the podcasts give us. The audio for that is still going to be available for all of our podcasts on the podcast network. We're in the process of kind of streamlining our podcasts to give you all the shows that you want in an easy to find format. We're still working on that. The video clips for the podcast and the video versions of the podcasts had not been performing the way that we wanted. So we've decided that the only clips that we're going to have of each podcast are going to be on social media, because that's what we found in a lot of running a lot of numbers, that to drive listeners to podcasts, you really want to be promoting them on social media versus one platform to try to drive you to another platform. And
Interesting.
There are some, obviously there are a lot of people that would prefer a video version of those podcasts, but for our current business model, it's not in the cards in terms of the production level that is required for that.
So will those shows all still be taping video?
I mean, they will more than likely be recording them, at least for now. We'd like to revamp this studio a little bit in the coming months.
I like that idea.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that we get to revamp the studio a
Air
little bit.
fresheners.
Yeah.
Some sort of air circulation.
Yes.
Clock.
Yes.
A clock would be nice. Yeah. Little things like
little
that. So it's possible that the podcasts themselves would be only recording in audio form down the line. As of now, they are technically recording in video form, but the editing and the uploading of those have just proven to be more work than the results are really warranting.
Right.
Yeah.
So all of your favorite podcasts, The Witching Hour, TV Talk, Rule of Two is on the main channel.
Action Guys.
The Action Guys. Wait for it.
The Action Guys.
That's the only way you can say it.
Why is that?
That's
how they do it.
That's what they do.
Is that
That's how they
their
intro
rule?
every
Oh,
podcast.
One of them does it better than the other.
Yeah, sometimes they don't do it on time, and it's really funny. But love you, boys. So all those podcasts are still going to be available on the Collider Podcast Network. Wherever you get your podcasts, just search the word Collider. They'll all pop up. You can subscribe to them, and hopefully in the coming months, we'll have an easy-to-use web platform of sorts that anyone can just go and find that one show that they want to listen to and listen to it right there.
And I think one of the other ideas that I really liked about this, as far as us moving over to our own channel, was that even though it's great that when you have these separate Collider clips, for brand new people who find these clips, they can't find the main show.
Yeah.
Unless they maneuver around to video. Now, if people find just the clips, then they can also find the show itself on the same channel. And the other flip side of that is people who don't have, because 5 days a week is a lot for anybody. So if you can't watch and you just want to kind of tune into some of the clips that were mentioned that week, so I can watch, but what did they talk about today? And maybe you see that we talked about Richard Madden in The Eternals today and said, well, you know what? Damn it, that was a good clip. Maybe I'll watch the whole show. Or that clip didn't really work. Maybe this show sucked. I'll wait until tomorrow. That's fair, and that gives you the option. We're going to do more stuff, piece the stuff out. I thought it was a great idea when the guys presented it to me. I think it's awesome that we get to, and they even presented it as much. It's a playground.
Yeah.
So Collider Live has its own playground.
Yeah, you all are definitely a unique voice on this network, and I think that
sometimes good, sometimes bad. Huh?
And I think, it makes sense to give you guys the freedom to do not just the show, but ancillary content and all the clips that come out of the main show, because I think the audience is really looking forward to that, and it's something that they want, and they want more of it. So we want to be able to give that to them while streamlining the main channel, so that we can optimize ourselves for what YouTube wants to see in 2019. Right. A lot of people are wondering about a lot of the runtime changes and things, and yes, in 2014, 2015, the programming slate looked a lot different. But so did YouTube, so did the internet. YouTube has evolved in a lot of different ways in the last 5 years, and we need to evolve with it so that we can continue to deliver this content to the fans. Yeah. And some of that means that we have to play by their rules a little bit when it comes to long-form content and the amount of videos that we put on the channel every day and how we market ourselves, so that we are maximizing our ability to not just please the current fans that we have, because we want you to enjoy the content that we deliver, and we want you to keep coming back. But we also want and need to grow our audience over time so that we can grow our business. Right. And to do that in today's YouTube, we kind of have to play by the rules a little bit. So this gives, I think, the best of both worlds, both for your show and for the larger network as a whole, which is kind of why Movie Talk and Heroes and Jedi Council and everything are kind of shifting, air times and run times here and there to try to maximize their profitability.
I probably should ask you this question the other day. Jedi Council, are we sticking to the same format?
I think it's going to stay at the same format as
same time run
for the time being.
I didn't know if it was same time run.
Oh, okay. No, I think it's
Why are you laughing?
No.
It's a totally fair question. I think the show. I think all of the shows should feature the content that the hosts and the producers want to talk about. And I think that you all have proven that the Star Wars audience is there with them every week, with you guys every week, to dive not just into the movies, but the canon and the books and the television shows and all the ancillary material, the comics. And I think that as time progresses, maybe after episode 9, if we're not getting a new Star Wars movie for 3 years, then maybe there's less to talk about, and 45 minutes starts to panic.
Mandalorian's
but then if there's a new Disney Plus show every month, then there's still going to be a lot of Star Wars there. So I think that Star Wars is its own weird beast, and hopefully, we can find a happy medium for the audience and the hosts, so that everyone's getting what they want.
Well, the other thing I think that people should realize, and I know that I know change in general scares people, right? So right away, they're like, oh man, so they're taking it off the channel. What am I going to do now? It's pretty easy. You just subscribe to the other one.
It's not hard.
That's
a one-step process.
My question for you is, for the amazing fans out there, not the trolls that are doing that, not the Donalds.
I don't even think those are trolls. I think some of the people just oh man, I got to subscribe to another channel. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about the Donalds. You're talking about the Stevens. I'm talking about the Donalds.
Fine.
For those people, what is the most helpful thing that they can do, and what are you hoping from them? Obviously, to subscribe to both of these channels
and notifications.
Yeah, I think that moving from one channel to the other might not be the easiest thing to do. I know it sounds easy in theory, but if a lot of people have a lot of channels, subscribing to another one and getting a whole new batch of notifications can be annoying to some people, and I completely understand that. I know I turn a lot of notifications off on my phone, but I would like everyone who's a fan of this show to obviously go ahead and subscribe to the new Collider Live channel, because that's where you're going to get the full episodes of these shows every day. And I would also hope that they have an open mind when it comes to our current programming, our regular programming, because it maybe is a situation where you stopped watching Movie Talk a while ago, or you stopped watching Heroes. Maybe it was because the episodes were too long and you lost track, you couldn't keep up. Maybe it's because you weren't engaged with the content. We are striving every day and every week to not just modify the look and feel of the show, but also keep everything fresh. And I think that the hosts and the producers are working overtime to create the best possible show. So if Movie Talk is something that you haven't watched in a while, I would say come back. Try it out. Try it out for a day or two. It's only 20 minutes now. It's a lot easier to digest. And maybe it's something that you like. Maybe it's something that you might just tune in once in a while for, but it's not, not your cup of tea, and that's totally fine. But I think that hopefully the new version of Collider Videos is going to not just revamp all of those shows, but it's also going to give us the freedom, both runtime-wise and production-wise, to produce more content. And that's not just Josh's show, but that's new short-form content, new premium content like comic book shopping, new ways to tackle reviews and entertainment coverage, and a new spin on explainer videos. The goal here is that we're freeing up airtime on the main channel so that we can not just rest on our laurels, but grow and develop and modify the kind of content that we're giving people on a daily basis.
Well, listen to that. I mean, that is a big, big change all the way around the board from what Collider Video is doing, and especially over here for us, Collider Live. The show will be on the Collider Live channel right now. Go to subscribe. It is Collider Podcast still at the moment until we change the URL, so make sure you go and subscribe right now. Do it. Have the notifications on. Make sure that you know, because you're going to get a lot of content over there from this show.
Because you'll forget if you don't do it now.
Yeah, do it now.
You guys are going to forget.
So open up another tab and just do it now. And because you want to make sure. So everybody who's in the Facebook group right now, thank you, Shia. Everybody who's in the Facebook group, make sure that you go over and subscribe. And same thing for everybody who's watching the live chat. If you're watching on the replay, you have to do that, because that's how you're going to get the show starting May 20th. Remember, May 20th. Yes, and we will tell you every
single day,
up until May 20th, and you're gonna, and I guarantee you, May 20th hits. What happened to Collider Live?
Did that show get canceled?
I know. I was wondering, where is it? I can't find it. I tuned in.
Shut up, Lewis.
I'm sorry. So
Lewis.
Dad's like, right.
And this is why the show is moved.
That's why
No, it's not.
Get them out of our hair.
It's not.
No.
It really isn't. I love that you all have been able to build as incredible of a fan base as you have in such a short amount of time. It really is. It's really mind blowing how well. I mean, we talked about when you first were pitching this thing. You're like, I don't mean, we'll try for a couple weeks. If nobody likes it, we'll just get rid of it. Yeah. And it just kept growing and growing and growing. Not just the main show, but all the clips and the Facebook group and the Twitter followers, and everyone is really, really engaged in this program, and it's wonderful. And I'm really hoping that the new playground will let it grow even more.
Yeah, we bust balls, but it's an incredible gift that you guys gave us. So thank you so much. We have our own real estate now, Collider Live, its own channel. I mean, shit, man, it took the Schmodown years to get its own channel, and now
guess who our guest is on May 20th? Who? That's right, Rebecca Ford. Hey, Rebecca.
That is inaccurate. Inaccurate.
And also, all right, I'll let that go, because I have a bone to pick about what you just said. But Thad doesn't have to do it.
Thad's a very businessman. Thad needs to do more than just sit here with us. So Thad, go watch your Star Trek episodes in your office, and we will be continuing doing.
He does a lot more than that.
Oh, is that it?
I do.
Yes, there's Star
True
Wars.
Crime.
Then there's True Crime.
He doesn't watch Star Wars.
A lot of TV.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Thad, so much.
Thad Williams, host of Collider TV Talk every Friday, right here.
Every
Collider
Friday.
Video.
Every Friday.
Riley, get back into your chair there. You're allowed back in.
Can I say my beef now or no?
Can we wait until Thad leaves so you make fun of him after he leaves?
It's not about that. I like that a lot.
Okay,
it's about Josh, obviously, my person that I have beef with.
Yeah, you've been going after Thad. I mean, you're not Thad.
I'm not actually going about Josh here. I just wanted to clarify, because when you guys, on the Thursday or Friday show, when you guys were talking about me, somebody said that I was upset because she body shamed somebody.
That's not what happened. I said that's not what happened.
And that is not what happened.
No, I know. You were mad because she said cry like a girl.
Yeah, and I wasn't even mad. It's a joke. I have no problem with this
You didn't
girl.
sound like a joke when
the
you said
Universal people did not think it was a joke.
But I also did not say she body shamed anybody.
No,
I
you
said
didn't say that.
I said, I think it'd be better to say she cried like a 5-year-old than a 5-year-old girl, because as a woman, we're trying to get away from that. That's the whole point of like a girl stuff.
I remember.
I feel that way. Do I dislike her? No.
Nobody does.
No.
That thing is people. Yeah, we have no idea.
I don't know who she is.
I want to get
I
her on the
liked her
show.
hair a lot. I saw the back of her head at Endgame, and she had beautiful hair.
Beautiful hair.
I want to get her on the
Great
show, but
head
there's
of
no
hair.
way she's ever going to do that.
She's never
She's
coming.
never going to do it.
We need her on the
On the
show.
20th.
Riley, you should reach out to her.
Really?
You really
I
should
mean,
reach out. Tell her.
Tell her I didn't body shame.
but send
I thought of it.
No,
Yeah.
send
Please.
her. Try and find out if we can
Snyder's
get
got her email, I think.
Somebody does, and say, listen, we want to put the want to just bury the hatchet here. Come on the show. We'd love to have you on the show. You can promote all your stuff that you're going on. We'd love to have you on.
Let's do it.
And there is no chance she says yes.
Yes, there
None.
is.
But you should reach out.
I'm going to reach out. Now, does she write me back?
Or ignore you completely.
Ignore me completely.
I
Ignore you
say
completely.
she writes and says no, thank you.
Okay.
I say she writes back.
Can I draft the email for you?
Absolutely not.
And just say, Rebecca, we think you're amazing. We really liked you on the show. We think it's funny and yada yada yada.
But it's
no
coming
chance.
from my account.
It's coming from your account.
Yeah, let me do it.
Let
Let me do it.
Why? Can I ask you a question, Kristian? And
Why
you
did
know
I
it's about-
eat? Why did I eat one of these? Because now I can't stop
The
eating
way
them?
you pitched it was, I would like to give these to my daughter. Can I have the chocolates
Yeah, I
from the
know.
office
Why
that
the
none of
test-
How
you
long
guys
have you
can
known
have?
Kristian? How long have you known Kristian?
Yeah, but then he
How
opened
long?
it. Like
how
it's
long
this
have you been
beautiful
on this
gift.
show? If you put chocolate or candies
Yeah.
or it's anything
But then he
edible
told
in
us
front of
that
him,
none of us could have
can
any
eat it.
because he was bringing it to his daughter,
I didn't
and
say
then he
that.
opened it and
I didn't say
started
that.
eating
He
them.
didn't say none of us could have it. He
say
said,
that.
"Hey, can I have this to bring to Vivian?" And I said, "Absolutely."
Because
So then
other
I
ones
couldn't
out there.
have one. No, not that.
There's still a bucket and a half of gummy
There's
bears.
more.
There's
Gummy,
more
that's
gummy
chocolate.
bears.
Yeah.
That's chocolate.
There's more
I know there's
chocolate out
tons
there.
of chocolate out
There
there
was not
too.
that.
There's some unicorn
No
poop
malted
out there.
balls.
You're
There's some
not-
zombie
you're-
farts.
You're not going to be on the new channel. You're going to stay on this channel.
By myself.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, you
you're
and
going to be on Movie Talk. That's what you want to be on. So you're going to be on Movie
Be on
Talk.
Collider Live, please.
Oh, you want to be on Collider?
I wanna be on Collider
So
Live,
stop busting my balls about the chocolate.
You stop denying me chocolate.
You never asked me for this chocolate.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm gonna have to side with Kristian on this one. You
You
never
didn't
asked.
Because
You asked if you
why?
can come all the time,
What is?
but you don't. You never say, "Can I have a
Can
chocolate?"
I have one? What is a malt ball exactly?
You
So,
never had one?
I think I've seen it
Whoppers?
before.
Two
Yeah,
Whoppers.
but like
Yeah.
what? The inside's like
You won't
chalky
like
kind
it.
of.
You won't
No,
like it.
no,
Is that
no,
what
no.
that is? Malt
Hey,
ball?
Take one and
Malt ball is a crunchy form of chocolate. It's basically like puffed up. I mean, I should look up the exact thing, but it's a
wanna give me
crunchy
the
form
blue
of
one? My
chocolate.
mouth's
I don't
gonna
like
turn
it.
blue.
It's only ones that open.
Nah, I'm not a fan of the Whoppers or that.
I crunch on it or I suck on it.
You crunch.
Do it on the side. I'm not going to like it.
Okay. Malted milk is a powdered gruel made from a mixture of malted barley,
Told you
wheat
not to
flour,
like
and evaporated whole milk. The powder is
She hates
used
it.
to add its distinctive crunch. Da,
Yeah,
da,
that's
da, da,
gross.
and malted, and it's then you malt the chocolate in there with the powdered milk and things
You
on.
reading it while I'm eating it is making it so much worse.
It's
But
delicious.
it's good, right?
It's-
She
A
hates
malted
it.
milk balls covered with artificially flavored chocolate coating
I
produced
do
by the
not
Hershey
like
Company.
this thing.
It's delicious.
No, it's not.
All right, listen.
No.
I can't do it.
Look.
No.
All right, enough of this.
Yeah.
So we have a new channel, May 20th. Get your asses over there because this is where you're going to see the show. And
Subscribe.
Look, the
Does
bottom
mean
line.
I can say SMD more?
No, but the bottom line with this show is
Okay.
like when we talked about it afterwards. So we just took a
took
ship.
over.
We just stole a ship, and now we're just flying the ship like randomly partying.
Was it the Millennium Falcon?
Sure.
No,
Did you
no,
steal
no.
the Millennium Falcon?
Shithoused. And so you guys have to come on this journey with us because
Yes.
then you're going to help. Because the thing is, you're
You
going to
helped
build
build it.
You did, and now you're going to build this channel. The channel already hit 70,000 subscribers by like over 50,000 subscribers since August. Right? Get us to 100,000, and if there's 25, maybe there are a lot of people who say, I never subscribe to that channel because I watch the show all the time.
Right.
Subscribe your asses to that channel now.
Let's get
because
150K
it's just
by
this show.
Comic-Con.
That's the
Great.
thing. If you like this show, then it's you're
This is
subscribing
it.
to just the show. But here's my end goal. Because
End
I like
game?
it. Maybe I like some friendly competition, and it's not competition because it's our friends, and we all do stuff on that other channel also. But like, what if one day
We surpass the main
that
channel.
channel? I mean,
Hey, stranger
are
things have
you
happened.
that serious?
Help us do
That
it.
would be so epic.
It's all in the same family to them.
Yeah.
So what the fuck do
Yeah,
they care?
don't-
So yeah.
They're laughing straight to
Help
me.
us help us do it. Help
Should
us
that be
get-
the logo? 150K by Comic-Con? Should that be the
Yeah,
goal?
it'd be good. Let's try to get us. I mean, I
Yeah.
want to see. I want right
I
now.
think we can do
Riley,
it
check
easy.
check the
It's doubling.
subscribers right now.
It was at 70,000, like 800.
It was
when I looked.
70,800. Let's subscribe right now. Everybody, get us there because that is the power of the Collider Live fan base.
What's the hashtag?
Oh man,
Jet to 150.
Jet to 150.
Jet to 150.
Jet is my brother's
Live
name.
to
Race
250.
to 150. Race to 150.
But who are we
to-
racing? ourselves.
Comic-Con. We got to get there by July.
All right, we have 71,083 subscribers
That's
right
great.
now.
Over 1,000 people just subscribe.
We need 79,000 to get to
80.
To get to to
79,000.
get to 150.
Yeah, right.
I like race, but live is good too because it incorporates live.
Yeah. Now
Why don't we
remember,
just call it Collider Live 150?
Remember, that's only the live people that are watching right now that did that, and that's half the audience that did it right now.
We still have to think of the
watching right
hashtag,
now.
Christian.
All right, we'll think
Real
about
quick,
it.
what number episode are we on right now?
We are on 129.
So we only got the 150th episode will happen somewhere around Comic-Con,
Right.
and before I got to do my
We'll
dates,
do it
whatever.
because this is for everybody, and we're going to piece this announcement out also. But everybody who's watching on the replay, hit subscribe, turn the notifications on. You want this show? You want to make sure you get this show every day. I've gotten so many people who have said to me, dude, this is like my morning radio show now.
Yeah.
Like I can't. Like I
Me
met
too.
so many people who say that to me. It's like, well, don't miss your morning radio show because it is going to be on its own channel. I mean, that's exciting. That is a super. Like that's like I said, and it took Schmodown a long time. We had transferred over the Schmoes channel to Schmodown, but it took for a while to do that. And this show, after 7 or 8 months, has its own channel. It's pretty awesome.
And we're on it.
We're on it.
We
so
are it.
We are it. We're
I
all
want
channel.
our faces shining in
I'm
the
gonna
light.
talk to Brian Ward about doing like a whole like
We should pose.
thing. I was thinking about it, like one of those silly, stupid posts.
You should see
Avengers Assemble.
the shirt that he designed for my cousin. I reached out to for different things for my cousin's bachelor party. Unbelievable.
I was gonna, it's funny you say that because I think that I'm going to reach out to him about doing a picture for my wife for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I want to get a picture. Like I want to get like a super mom kind of like marble type picture.
Yes,
for
totally.
Her, to where it like has like and it's got the kids on it too. She'll never see it coming. So anyway,
That's good.
Okay. I'm excited about it. I wonder what the comments in the Facebook group has been about it so far, and I also would love for people to call in so we can talk about it exactly your thoughts. So please do that.
Did we announce this giveaway yet?
Yeah, we're doing a giveaway.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why we're
Tell me
having
about
them
it.
call in. Yeah, we have 5 Blu-ray copies of Fighting with My
Is
Family.
one for me or no?
No.
Oh,
We have 5.
I'll be
5
right back.
Blu-ray copies.
I want one. I've
For
never. I
Fighting
still haven't
with
seen
My
it. You were
Family.
supposed to take me.
No, it wasn't. You wanted to go.
Yes.
That doesn't mean I was supposed to
You
take
told me it was a different night than it was. You invited me on the wrong night.
That's right. All right, next.
Roxy, I can get. That's it. We have a giveaway. We're going to
this
take some
movie's supposed
calls.
to be amazing.
And we have some great questions to give everybody.
And it's about the show.
And it's about the show.
Okay, perfect. Look at that.
So you have to know this
really?
show
No, it's
to
about the
get your copy.
I know the show.
Yeah, I don't want to just a random thing. The whole point is we did this announcement into Collider Live. I want to make sure it's Collider Live.
It's all Collider
All right.
Live,
Yeah.
and
All
it's
right.
geared towards Fighting with My Family, which is what we do sometimes here on Collider Live.
Let's get some comments first from the Facebook group and see what they're saying down there and some questions. And then Cody, you let me know when the lines are open so we can take some phone calls.
Yeah, and I just want everybody to know that Fighting with My Family comes out on Blu-ray, DVD, and on demand May 14th.
Look at that.
What do you think of that, Rob?
I'm really excited, and I'm 100% going to see this. I cannot wait. And I am my question for you guys, because like you just said, Riley, we are always fighting with our family here. Am I the little sister or the crazy aunt?
Sister.
Little
sister.
Riley?
Yeah.
You have crazy aunt tendencies.
Serena's the weirdo aunt.
Oh yeah, she is.
Totally.
Fighting with my family, baby.
Yeah, she's the weirdo.
It's good. I did. I watched it. It's good.
You finished it?
Yeah,
it's really
great.
good.
Oh, it's so on
Did you
my
understand
alley.
wrestling a little bit more?
No, I don't
okay.
care.
All right.
I just like the story.
All right, go fuck yourself. What's
Yeah,
next?
yeah.
All right, good. We'll take a phone call first. Hey, you are on Collider Live with a chance to win Fighting with My Family. Who do we got?
It's Mike Delasio again from Columbus, Georgia.
Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
All right, so Mike, first things first. What do you think about the new announcement about Collider Live getting its own channel?
It's crazy in a very great way. I've been subscribed to you guys since probably October. I'm very proud of you guys, and I kind of hope to do the same thing with my podcast.
Georgia. Well, thank you so much. Were you nervous about the announcement at first?
No, I'm more nervous of talking to you guys than actually the announcement.
You're killing it, Mike. You're
Don't-
so hot.
Don't be nervous because God forbid you have it, you're doing it real well, and then
thanks, Ray.
Cody.
The dog, Cody.
Let me get. Is it the dog or the cat?
Oh, the fucking dog at the bacon.
Yeah, that was there. It is. That was it.
He can't hear it anyway. It's on the same channel.
Oh, he can't hear it anyway,
can't
Cody. Oh, all right.
Cody
we
was
heard
trying
it.
to do us a favor.
All right. So how well do you think you know the show? You think you know it pretty well?
I Yeah, fairly well. I think.
Oh, that's a good way to lead with confidence. All right, so we're going to ask you a couple of questions, and if you get these questions correct, we are going to give you a Blu-ray copy of Fighting My Family. How many are you
I
doing?
think we have 14 total questions, so
you
we'll
want to do two. Two
Yeah,
works. So
two.
you got to get 2 questions right.
Yep. Okay.
All right, here we go.
You got
Question
this.
Question
Number
one. Last Friday, Dorina talked about eating sandwiches when she moved to a new school, and I suggested she sit on a throne of this meat.
Bologna?
Bologna is correct. Give it to him.
Bologna.
So you're
It's
better than me. I was
bologna.
gonna say-
One to go,
I almost said
Bologna
ham.
throne. Bologna
Because
throne.
Oscar Mayer has a way with
Words.
B-O-L-O-G-N-A.
yeah, G-N-A.
Oh.
I got it. I said it.
You crushed it.
Yeah.
We don't have that much time. All right,
Okay.
Let's go.
Next question. Yesterday we had the amazing David Dastmalchian in the show.
Yes, we did.
And he mentioned a few times that he shot his movie in his hometown. Is this Midwestern city?
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Come on.
David Dastmalchian shot his movie in this Midwestern city, also his hometown.
Said it was really hot.
Really hot in the
Really
summertime.
Built this
And
city.
you know what? I'm going to let him off the hook, and I'll tell you why.
What?
You don't know the answer.
No, I know the answer.
Oh.
But we're going to ask the next person, probably get it. Or maybe we even discredit this question. I'll tell you why. Because I think because we've given away 5 of these things, 2 questions each person is going to be a lot. So
Okay.
I think the fact that he got the first one off the bat,
Done and
Boom. You win the
Give
Blu-ray.
him the Blu-ray.
You
Give him the
You
Blu-ray.
get the Blu-ray.
You get the Blu-ray. All right, you on Twitter? Can you contact me on Twitter?
Yeah, I can.
All right.
All right, hit me up at
All right,
Riley Round. I'll
DM
get you that Blu-ray.
Yeah. So, all right. Thank you so much. The answer was Kansas.
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City. So,
Which is not necessarily in Kansas.
no, it's Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
But
a city in
But I was
And
thinking.
Missouri.
I also
Missouri.
I also flashed back to kind of like Heidi and Frank, to where it's just
One.
just one and done.
Totally
That's
done.
fine.
That's fine.
All right. So Cody,
I love
let us
Heidi
know
and Frank.
when you get the. Thank you so much. Okay, you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
Chris Jones from Philly.
Hello, Chris Jones.
Hey, Chris.
All right, Chris.
Basketball Jones.
Chris, before we ask you your Collider Live question for a chance to win Fighting with My Family, what do you think about the change of Collider Live moving on over to its own channel?
I think it's a good thing.
All right.
Right.
You have your own space to do whatever you want to do over there.
Yeah,
Perfect.
And were you already subscribed to that channel?
No, not yet.
Okay, you got to
I'm
get.
at work, so I'm not doing it.
But you'll be doing that.
Trying to-
But you'll be doing that pretty soon.
You're watching and you're at work and you can
Yeah.
call in, but you can't subscribe yet. Good work, Chris. Good
Rock
work.
and roll,
Chris,
Chris.
for me, please, Chris, please, Chris, please.
Well, look at that. You're getting Roxy to beg.
Damn.
Okay?
Chris, take it
Please,
easy over
Chris.
there.
He didn't even do anything.
To 150, okay?
He just called in. Oh, jeez, Roxy.
My
God,
goodness.
He's
Chris,
one man.
please.
150 is going to be tough for
I guess
him.
I have to now.
Roxy, you had to do that to
Chris
everybody.
just went from 6 to midnight
Yeah.
real quick. All right.
God, she never eat lunch ever again. Just do that, or not eat lunch, buy lunch.
Okay,
All right, Chris.
this is a Roxy themed question then.
Okay,
Roxy
here we
themed
go.
question. Okay,
Here we
this
go.
is a yes or no question.
Yes.
Chris.
Oh.
If I asked Roxy right now which direction Santa Monica Boulevard ran, either east or west or north and south, do you think she'd know?
No.
Roxy, do you know where it is?
Right. So the ocean is west, and then so it's got to go the other way than the ocean, so north and south.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Santa Monica Boulevard goes east and west.
So
Yeah.
Chris, you win the prize.
Well done. Give him the DVD.
Not possible though.
Okay, so Chris, all right, Chris, reach out to Riley and
Yeah,
and
you on
get your
Twitter?
copy of
Can you
that.
reach out to me on
Is
Twitter?
that true? Oh God,
Yeah,
Chris.
I'll reach out to you on Twitter.
All right,
Great.
cool.
Thanks, Chris.
Subscribe, Chris,
Riley
please.
around.
All right, we got
Keep
2
doing,
down.
you keep doing that, we're gonna have 200,000 subscribers. All right, what's
That's
next?
incredible.
Wow, I
Cody,
really talked it out too.
Cody, you got another one?
Probably not yet.
Not now, Derek.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
Hey, this is Jay Wade. What's up, guys?
Jay Wade, how you doing,
Jay
man?
Wade.
You doing good?
Sound like a
Pretty
star.
good, man. How you guys doing today?
Good, Jay.
Good.
All right, so
Yes,
you hear
Jay.
Where's Jay calling
Yeah,
from?
where you calling from, Jay?
Ohio.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, Jay from Ohio. You heard the news. Collider Live has its own channel now. The first question I have for you is: do you like that news?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, man. I mean, you got the clips there, and you guys get a lot of draws there, so it just makes perfect sense to have the full episodes there.
And so, question 2: are you already subscribed to that channel?
Yes, sir, I am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
Very welcome, Roxy.
All right, Jay, here we go. So you're going to get one question here for a chance to win Fighting With My Family that is coming out on May 14th. All you have to do is answer one question in the Collider Live universe, and here's Josh McCouga.
This is, again, another yes or no question, Kristian.
Oh, okay.
Will we ever know who took the poop in the ladies' bathroom?
No.
That's
correct.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Boom.
Well done. All right, Jay got it. All right, so Jay's going to get that one.
Do you guys remember when David Dalsmashian came in and said right before he was like, "Yeah, I'm the one who took the poop."
Oh,
And I
yeah.
And he was making a joke, but I was like, "You listened to the show?"
Right, yeah. Well, you got it. You got it. Make sure you reach out to Riley to get a
Are
copy.
you on Twitter and you can reach out?
Yes, I will.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Jay from Ohio.
Thank you, Jay.
Awesome,
Thank
awesome.
you.
That's
Jay
three.
from Ohio. Okay, that's three. All right,
Okay.
let's do more than a yes or no this time. I want to
Okay,
challenge
got
some
it,
of these
got it,
comments.
I can't believe I got that wrong. I talked it out in my head.
I don't think anybody was surprised. All right,
I
you are
was.
on Collider Live. Who do we got?
This is Bruce from Texas.
Bruce from
Hey,
Texas.
Bruce.
All right, Bruce.
What's up, Bruce?
2 questions for you, my friend. Same up top. The first
We're going
one.
to do 2 questions or 1 question?
No. First question for you up top, Bruce, is your thoughts on Collider Live getting its own channel now and being independent on itself. How do you feel about that?
I love it. I've already subscribed to it, but wherever y'all move to, I'm there. Like, I love this show so much.
You're the man.
Thanks,
you
Bruce.
You are the man.
All right, Bruce. So
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you.
Now, Bruce, you're going to break my heart if you don't get this question right because I like you so much.
Yeah,
so
me too.
get this question right so you can get Fighting With My Family. Josh, go
Okay.
ahead.
What movie, Bruce, still angers both myself and Kristian to the point that it confuses Roxy?
Rocky 5.
That's correct!
I didn't know what you guys were even talking about at first. Yeah.
Well done,
Good.
Bruce.
All right, Bruce. You on
Bruce,
Twitter?
Bruce.
Can you reach out to
I
me?
got to be honest. I would have gotten none of these
Yes,
questions
sir.
right.
Really?
All
All right.
Well, I don't know the Roxy one. I would have guessed that she wouldn't have gotten it.
I
Thank
did
y'all.
get it.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Bruce.
All right, so we
Thank
only
you,
have one
Bruce.
left, huh?
We have
Yes.
one left.
One left. Don't we have 2 other things we could give away if we wanted to? We have the Lego movie.
Yeah.
Is that
You don't wanna do that.
parallel
All right.
with
Can't do
the
that right
ocean?
now.
All
It's
right.
parallel.
Why can't we do that?
It's not.
We have 15 minutes left.
All right, we can do it.
You lazy bastard. All right, let's do it.
perpendicular?
Well, so we're gonna give. You know what we're gonna do here? So we pulled an audible.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give away one more copy of Fighting With My Family.
Right.
And then we're gonna
For me.
What's
No.
that? Not for you.
Oh.
And then right afterwards, we're gonna do 2 more, and we're gonna give away 2 copies of the Lego movie, the
2.
sequel.
Lego movie
Yeah,
too.
Nice.
yeah.
I
So
love that
because we have a
one
couple, we have
also.
enough questions
Yeah,
to do that.
plenty, yeah, plenty,
all right,
plenty.
so all right, so here we go. This is, and I'm gonna give this person a choice. No, you know what? No, I'm not. All right, so you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
Hey, what's going on? This is Scotty St. Clair from Pacific Grove, California.
Well,
How are you,
nice.
Scotty? Calling from
Scotty
California.
doesn't know.
Well, that's not nice.
He better know.
I
You
don't
better
know.
You don't know.
Scotty,
well,
how many people sing that to you and do you hate it?
All of them.
Oh, I get it all the time. I've gone through the full gambit where I hated it, loved it, and now I just don't really care.
You know, you just expect it coming. Yeah, it's true.
7 stages of grief
It's
there.
true.
Sorry,
Roxy nailed that
Scotty.
low-hanging fruit.
Sorry,
As per usual.
Scotty. I'm so sorry.
Scotty, are you subscribed
No worries,
to?
no
Are you
worries.
subscribed to the new Collider Live channel?
Yes, sir. Just subscribe.
Thank you, Scotty. Thank you.
Do you like the announcement? Do you think
You
that
got
it's a
it.
good choice?
Yeah, I think it's the right move. With all the changes that are happening, I love what Collider Live's doing, and you guys have a dedicated audience. We're going to follow you there, and I think it makes sense.
You're the
Nice.
man, Scotty. All
Friggin'
right, Scotty.
Scotty,
So
Pacific Grove.
Here's
Scotty
your
does know.
here's your shot to get the Fighting With My Family Blu-ray. Hit it.
Okay. Of the things that Kristian or myself do, what percentage would you think Roxy thinks are funny?
I'm thinking maybe like 8 or maybe 9.
Oh, it's a great answer, Rox. Would you
Oh,
gonna give it to
yeah.
him? You gonna give it to him?
I mean, you got to give that.
Yeah.
Great.
Scotty. Well done.
Scotty.
All right, so Scotty gets it. Okay.
That was funny.
Thank you, Scotty. Reach
Scotty.
out. Reach
You
out.
should be a co-host on the show.
Reach out to our lazy producer, Mark Riley, and he'll and he will he'll hook you up.
Yeah, look at the copy there. Chimpy there.
Copy. I don't even think I would have known about this
Yeah,
Blu-ray
exactly.
giveaway. Let's do 2 more here. Now you're gonna
Two
get.
more.
Now we're switching over. Now we're gonna get the Lego Movie sequel. So if you call in, you answer McCouga's stuff about the show, and you get it correct, you're gonna win a copy of the Lego Movie Part 2, courtesy of Warner Brothers. So all right,
He should be the host of Jeopardy.
Oh, thanks, Rox. I
so
appreciate
good.
that.
All right, so you got somebody else here in Collider Live. Who do we got?
This is Dalton from Texas. How's it going?
Great name, Dalton. Are you going to be at the Double Deuce?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Talk about how often do you get that, Dalton?
Way more often than I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does anybody ever come to you to say, I thought you'd be bigger?
Oh my! That's what I got when I played football.
Oh,
So
yeah.
for lunch.
Yeah. Did you ever rip out anybody's throat?
Not yet.
It could be
Yeah,
us.
but Dalton said, don't piss me off. All
Okay.
right, Dalton,
Dalton.
are you subscribed to the new Collider Live channel?
Oh my gosh, I've been subscribed. I'll follow you guys wherever you go. I think that's awesome that you're going to have your own dedicated channel, and I'm excited to see what takes place over there. But yeah, I've been subscribed. I think it's awesome, and yeah, I think it's
Awesome.
really
Dalton,
cool.
Dalton rules. What a great group of callers so far. We got. Okay,
So good.
For your chance to win the Lego Movie Part 2, here is your question from Josh McCool.
Okay. By far, our most wild and favorite interview on the show was with one Jean-Claude Van Damme. If you're listening closely, what movie did I try and get a question in before I was quickly cut off? What movie did I try and ask a question about? Dalton, think about where I'm from.
I know you're from Pittsburgh. I've followed you forever, and now that's like a huge deal. Now, that was a very indiscernible interview where I just remember milk and cookies.
Yeah, it's a very sudden question.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like deep dive.
I don't know the
watch
answer.
The show every day live.
That's right.
I mean, I'm gonna guess hard target, but I know that's wrong.
Well, just think.
It's
We got to think about it before you answer. It's because I know it's a very sudden question, but if you,
Yeah.
the problem is
Yeah.
if you don't get it, then you're going to die.
Yeah.
It'll be the death
Yeah,
of this
I know.
call.
I'm never gonna be able to live.
Give another hint.
We just did.
We just gave
Well,
you
it was very
hints.
sudden interview.
It was a sudden
But if you don't
interview.
get it, it'll be the death of this call.
Hey, got it.
It's sudden impact.
Give it to him.
Yeah, you get it.
I didn't know that was a hint. You have to say this is a hint.
No, that's the whole point. Sudden death.
Sudden
I
death is
helped
the name
Dalton,
of the movie.
right? I
Jean-Claude Van Damme plays a local police officer / security guard / fireman
Yeah.
/ hockey goalie.
Yeah, well, so you get it anyway, even though it's a terrible answer. You still got it.
Good job, Dalton. I'm really proud of you.
Dalton,
All right,
are you
Dalton.
on Twitter? Can you reach out to me?
Oh, definitely. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, dude.
You got it. All right, one more call here.
I thought you were just saying he's gonna die.
No, it was sudden death.
I get it. now.
Okay. I'm
Go,
glad.
Dalton.
Okay. All right, last one. All right,
last
here we go. All
question.
right, this is it. Final caller here, and you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
Hey guys,
Hey, man.
Who do we got?
Hi.
Lewis?
this is Mo. No, I'm the one, the nervous one who called on Who Sucks episode.
Who stinks?
Actually.
what did he say?
Who sucks?
Who sucks?
Who sucks? Yeah, that'll be a title of an episode.
That's a new
tomorrow's
one.
show.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
sequel.
Yeah.
What do you think about?
I'm so happy I get a second chance to talk to you.
Oh, well, good. Here's your second chance, and so don't blow it. No, I'm just kidding. Did you get it? Did you go over to the channel and subscribe to the new Collider Live channel?
I think I was the first subscriber actually.
Over the channel. Amazing. Okay, good.
Yay, thank you.
All right, let's get you a question here. If you get this right, then you're going to win a copy of the Lego Movie sequel, courtesy of Warner Brothers. Here we go.
Well, yeah, you mentioned it earlier, but I think the question we all would like to know is, who stinks?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Give me one.
Who stinks?
Who stinks?
Oh, who stinks? I think you talked about like angry people on the internet.
They stink.
They do stink.
Yeah. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. Who do you think
Who
stinks?
do you think stinks?
Okay.
Go for it.
Lay it on the line.
Tell those stinky fucks.
Let it all hang out.
Just go. You know what? You stink.
Look, you stinky motherfucker.
It could be somebody we don't even know.
Boss.
Look, I'll tell you right now. You've been
Kids.
stinking up this joint for 6 years.
Babies.
And no one
years.
said a damn thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm calling in Collider Live, and I'm going to tell you stinking fucking ass.
The dog
you stink.
You
took your
stink.
bacon.
Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Don't be those guys.
Nice. He did. So, did you see the comment? Is that based off a comment, or did I say actually bring it up on the air?
No, I think it's based on something, but I don't.
It was.
recall
No, it was. So that's so funny.
So
you
we
bring it.
stink?
No. So no, there was someone. It was yesterday or whatever it was. We talked about. I talked about Mary Jane. Or she's not
Oh,
Mary
yeah,
Jane
they said
anymore.
that she's
not
MJ,
MJ.
not him.
And I said I'm not a fan
You
of the way
know
that
who stinks?
Who?
The someone who took a shit on your bed in the women's.
Yeah. All right.
That is correct.
Yeah, give him the
Blue,
all right. So reach
red.
out to Riley and you got yourself that Lego copy. Thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling
But
again.
no. So the MJ thing, I said I didn't like the way Zendaya, the way they're having her play it. Like she's just kind of like a millennial and just kind of like really too cool for school.
Really cool.
And I don't like the way that they're playing her. And so this guy goes, "Come on, Olaf, don't be that guy. What do you want to be, the stereotypical, just blonde, like, moving her head?" Not once did I say that. Not once did I say that. I just don't like the idea of the fact that she's just too cool for school.
That
Some
she's
people
not
like it a
impressed
lot.
by her friend being Spider-Man?
But
No, it's not she's not impressed. She knew.
I know. I just don't like the way that it's portrayed. I don't want her to be the same character that we've seen a million times over, and I don't want her to be this kind of like, oh my God, Spider-Man saved me. I don't want her to be. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is I don't like the character choice, and I'm sticking by it. I can't stand the condescending bullshit of someone going, "Don't be that guy. Fuck off."
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like
they stink.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with being that guy. It has to do with I don't like the character choice. It's to me a shitty character choice.
I agreed.
That's it.
I agree.
Anyway.
Yeah, she's part of the multiverse anyways.
What'd you write?
I'm out.
170? What'd you write 170 for?
No one, no, not at one close. That's not to say that at all. It's a V and an I. Get your my eyes suck.
V and an I. That's
a V and an I.
That's 6.
Episode 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch V and an I. I have no why. The answer is I have no idea why I wrote that.
He's a doodler.
Yeah.
He's a doodler.
Yeah. Well, I'm not
He's a
drawing.
dude.
Not drawing dicks
There.
anywhere, so that's good.
That's actually a really good idea for a terrible villain and like a terrible superhero. He's the doodler.
Yeah. What's the movie where the person keeps drawing dicks and they're going?
That's American Vandal.
No, American Vandal, TV
No,
show.
no. It's like your kid keeps drawing dicks.
Samurai Tie?
What is
Oh,
it?
wait.
It's like a comedy.
Superbad.
There it is.
Keep drawing dicks.
But have you guys seen Summer High Tide?
Yes.
I don't know what you're saying, to be honest.
Summer Heights.
Summer High Tide.
Oh, Summer
So
Heights.
it's Chris Lilly. Oh, it's the best
Did you
ever.
see his new one?
No, I hear it's really bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just like, I think the one run of Chris Lilly playing like all the characters, it's sort of like each time he does it, it's the same characters in a different costume.
Angry Boys
every
was
time.
fine,
Angry
but
Boys
Summer High
was fine.
Tide was his peak.
Yes.
I love him in that show.
Yeah.
You would love it, Kristian. You would love Summer High Tide. HBO.
I'll watch
Or was
the-
it Showtime?
HBO.
When are you going to watch The Sinner? Because I really want to get your thoughts on The
Okay.
Sinner.
Yeah, I'll do
I
it.
really do. I
I
think
gotta
you'll
binge
love it.
Lucifer first, and then I can
What
do it.
about?
Great, when are you
she
watching The
watches
Thing?
the thing. Yeah, she watches Sinner. You watch the thing.
But also,
Do
what
you
if I
understand
watch
that
the
has
thing?
nothing to do with that anymore?
Dude, okay. What if?
Yes. You gonna
And this is-
you gonna take my wife and out for the night?
No, I don't want to do that
you want
either.
that?
What do you think he's gonna do? Try to fuck her? No, he's
Whoa.
Sadie, now's your turn.
One
Yeah.
twist.
Cue the music. That was fucking awkward.
You know.
No, I'm saying I go over.
What are you gonna let Riley take her out? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Riley. Oh,
I was not implying that in
Yeah.
any way. You went.
Hey, hon, have fun with Riley. Oh yeah.
Hey, you want my fiance? I'll bring her over.
Has she ever seen The Thing?
Yeah, she has.
Not your thing.
Yeah, what? No, I come over.
The meta, the all-encompassing thing.
I come over and just hang.
Best
And it's not
impression yet.
anything to do with business. It's not anything to do with
Right.
this.
You watch
anything.
the kids
We come
when they're
over as
sleeping.
friends.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
they're there. They could, maybe you'd say, I don't know what. We figure out a day. It's
a great
And I
plan.
come over and we pop a
And
beer
watch The Thing.
and we watch the thing.
Yeah, sure. Okay. All right, listen. I wanted to thank all of you guys before we get out of here today, and I really thank you for the fact that we don't get this channel that we live all by ourselves now, without you guys, without the support. And Roxy and I talk about it all the time when we go to these live events, and we get just hit up with so many Collider Live fans now, and it's really cool. That's why I say, like, I mean, we're doing schmoes.
And Josh
Yeah.
also.
I have an idea.
Yes.
Okay. If we get to 150K by
By
Comic-Con,
Comic-Con.
You'll streak.
No, we're gonna. Well, I will
take Christian's
produce
wife
it.
out?
I
You don't
will
wanna
look
lose
into
subscribers.
it. I will figure out something, and we will put together it'll be on me. Put together a live show.
Oh my God.
It'll be on me.
I'll show
It'll be
up.
on me.
I want to be.
I'll help with it, and I'll show up also. Please, guys.
Yeah.
Please.
150K by Comic-Con. It's not
Please.
the live show will not be at Comic-Con. I'm saying down the
if
road.
if we hit the one, all right. Listen, because I'm not. There's a lot that goes into. Tell you from experience with the
I know.
showdown. I like where you're going here with this.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into live shows, but if we get to 150,000 subscribers by July, I'm okay with having a conversation about trying to do one like live event for Collider Live.
Please.
Sure. We'll
Yep.
see.
Yep.
All right. All right, listen.
I want to
Thank
so
you so
bad.
much for joining us today on Collider Live. Houston tickets, man, we are really getting more and more people coming every day. Make sure that you check out those tickets at theschmodownlive.com. You want to meet Booker T? Well, you can do that. Again, Founding Fathers versus Double Toasted. Andrew Guy versus Ben Bateman in the main event. Yes, Riley?
You want to tease tomorrow's guest?
Tell us who the guest is.
Liam Cunningham.
Sir Davos Seaworth.
That is really cool. When did that happen?
Yeah.
Davos is coming in tomorrow?
Davos is coming in tomorrow.
He's
When
hosting
did
a
that
Big Matt
happen?
Geo show.
You didn't know that?
No.
We talked.
Are you?
I told you, do you
making
want
a,
him?
Are
and
you
it
making a
happened.
joke right now?
No.
Oh, Roxy.
What do you mean? What?
God,
like
I
you're
know.
smiling about
All right,
it?
well, we can't talk about that. Davos is coming in tomorrow.
She doesn't